working Sunday, or say working Sunday. I had an event on Sunday and a family around Sunday, and obviously today, I was working from home today, and then started cooking and that.
At least you've done the first bit of career, and then haven't been back on since.
Oh yeah. The career I've done quite a lot on the career.
I won by so many shots though. I think the best. I was like plus. No, I think I was either minus 13 or something like that, and the next closest person was like minus 3 or something. I was like, oh.
What level did you put it at?
I don't know.
I was team meeting on Wednesday. I think mine's on normal. I struggled on the first one, but then I started getting used to it, I think. But the one I can't stand, I said anything with wind, I'm awful, man. So awful.
Added my own live stream to the queue. Evening, Moyland. How are we doing? Bum 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 ba-da. Hello, Mrs. Carl.
They changed that date. And Mrs. Carl was there.
Very, very bored. Well, why aren't you racing, Moyland? This is just unacceptable.
Why are you racing?
I think he's got hemorrhoids, so he can't sit on his rig.
There isn't. What's she on about? So I'm just read an email quickly. Look, can I please confirm?
He's working away.
The date is 18th versus Cardiff. There isn't a game versus Cardiff on the 18th.
Mrs. Carl, you'll have to pick someone else to cheer on. How about Mrs. Carl? Pick a number between 1 and 15, and that'll be who you have to cheer on. And I've got the numbers in my head.
What are you on about? What the fuck are you on about?
Well, Moylan's not racing, right? That's who Mrs. Carl cheers on, but she's got no one to cheer on now.
Don't cheer on our partner.
Well, it depends if she picks the right number.
I thought it'd be obvious, right? Just cheer on her.
Nah, it depends what number she gets.
I don't know. I'm saying like just don't cheer on our own partner.
Oh, that's too mainstream, isn't it? That's too mainstream. That's expected.
Well, yeah. I'll be pretty fucked off if my missus was going, "Come on, Jake!" when I'm racing.
Well, no, she goes, "Go on, Alex! Go on, Alex!" when we're racing. That's why.
Oh, fucking hell.
Lulu says, "Can't wait to only last 5 laps." Well, Lulu, that reminds me of something that was said in the Discord, really, doesn't it? You like it dry but flaccid.
What the fuck?
Number 7. So Miss Carl picked number 7. Oh, Mrs. Carl, you get.
You picked Carl.
Yeah, no. Actually, no. You get to cheer on the one and only
Hobo.
Lewis Williams. She'll be like, "Can I have another number, please?" Right, as we're loading in, hello everybody and welcome to Rapid Pixel Racing round 15 around Catalunya in Spain. I'm your host DXT Nevo, and with me for once is DXT Hobo.
Hey, I'm back, baby.
So, let's have a quick butchers at the season standings, which haven't been updated. Have they been updated? I don't think they have. They haven't been updated. Okay, so the standings haven't been updated, so I cannot
Useless.
So I can't do it.
Fucking useless.
Yeah, Mrs. Cole, I'll allow you to have a backup, just in case Lulu doesn't cut the mustard. Okay, so let's just jump straight on board with James Owl. He's always the first one out of the pits. Back after 2 week. I think it's a 2 week. Well, not so much a break, but he couldn't race for 2 weeks.
Yeah, do you know what it was? Because he knew that the quality of the commentary wasn't there after the first week I went there. So he's like, I'm going to come back when Hobo's back.
No.
He made that decision.
That wasn't it.
See, look, I'm saying, look, first minute you're already yawning, like, you know. Like, James wasn't even out of his garage yet and you was already yawning.
Yawning just from your absolute bullshit. Oh, boring!
So, who's the only one that's actually fallen asleep during a stream? A live commentary stream?
That was a bit different. That was
but who is it though? Like, who is the only one that's actually fallen asleep?
It's me, but hey, I have a kid.
There's no excuse.
It is an excuse.
You literally was snoring
the
whole way through the stream.
What? Hey, listen, you can't buy this comedy gold, right? It's taxing. It takes a toll.
God, if you was watching it, like some people in this actually might have been watching it, all you could hear from Alex was every now and then that So Alex, what do you think of the race? no, that was Alex.
That's how interesting the race was. That's not my fault. They should have got.
Was it an interesting race?
No, it wasn't. It was trash.
I don't think it was. No, I think it was. I think it was a dead race.
Yeah,
but you know, the idea is, if you slag off Crofty don't fall asleep.
Yeah, but Crofty's like been paid a lot of money, and he's travelling the world. And he probably goes to sleep at a decent time.
I'm gonna start the Crofty dissing early. He pissed me off the other day. Lexi basically was watching the qualifier when I was at work, and she went, "Oh, Max Verstappen's never done USA before." I went, "I don't think that's right. He's never done it before."
Yeah.
But no, she went, "No, he's definitely Crofty said it." And I was like, okay,
anything Crofty says.
I had to rewatch it, and literally a few minutes later, Martin Brundle corrects him without correcting him, and goes, "Yeah, Max got a podium a few years ago here." I was like, "Yeah, so technically, that's Brundle's way of going. Look, stop talking shit."
Yeah, Crofty. I mean, Crofty says stuff, and Martin goes, "Oh, well, actually, you probably do this." Like corrected him without being a douche about it, but.
Yeah, if we were Brundle, we were like, "Look, fuck it, stop talking out your ass. Fucking shut up.
Like, just shut up.
Talking shit.
You know nothing. How did you get this job? Because you're terrible at it."
Do you know, I asked myself the same question. I don't know how the fuck you got that job.
I know, isn't it? So Mrs. Carl picked number 12. Okay, so your backup after Lulu crashes out, Mrs. Carl, is Speedy number 25.
Oh, so you're still fucked.
So yeah, you're double fucked. Would you like a third number? How many? Do you want 15 numbers? Just to put everybody.
That TikTok. Oh, double fuck.
Oh yeah. So James Owl coming round now.
Quite a clean lap actually.
14 and 15. Yeah, not too bad. I had a bit of a mess up through 7 and 8. So it's not going to be the quickest, I don't think, but it's good banker to get in. It's going to be a 1:18.1 there from James. Who else we got? Who's coming round next? I think.
Nice. It was Rob Sim Race, so he's on the out lap.
Okay, let's down board with Rob.
Brooker Broncos were unfortunately invalidated. Who else is it?
But we'll broadcast old Rob Sim Racer for his lap. Let's see what Rob can do.
I'm just gonna have to flick back. Who else is there? Hudzojo's coming around the final sector now.
Yeah, we'll see what.
Dutch Race is putting inters. Oh, Hudzojo's gone a bit wide into the last chicane. One more. It's a very awkward chicane, that last one. I do. It's a
I want the updated Spain, to be honest.
Yeah. So there you go.
Speedy. So
1:20.4.
Moylan's not here for Mrs. Carl to cheer for, so I told her to pick a number between 1 and 15, and then she picked number 7, which was Lewis Williams, and obviously she's not very confident he's going to finish, so I offered her a second number, which she picked number 12, which was you. So if Lulu crashes out, you'll have a little fan girl in Mrs. Carl with her little pom-poms out.
So I'm going to be on board at the moment with I was looking up with actual Carl, Mr. Carl, but unfortunately he's like on a 1:40, so something's gone wrong on his lap quite heavily. Not surprising why Mrs. is picking to support someone else looking at that lap.
So Rob now is coming through the final sector, coming into turn 14, 15, and this long number 16. Let's see. What's he going to do? It's going to be a 19.9. Nice little lap there from Rob. Not a bad lap. Not a bad lap. So Booker Bronco, did he actually crash out?
And we got free sync that's across the line as well. Gonna go 120.4. So bit faster than Zojo, but he can definitely do better than that. And I know we don't like Red Bull. I know we don't like Red Bull, but I've got to say, I love the Red Bull now. That white colour, it looks so sick. I know you say it's a lot of colours involved in it, but I think it looks amazing.
Put your dick away, man.
I do,
Every time I jump in party, we're fun. Oh, look at that! Look at the Red Bull! Look at the white ball!
But just stop looking at Alge Default and just look at the Red Bull.
The albino bull is so nice.
Just go look at the albino Red Bull.
I don't really care.
It looks so.
I don't think it looks that good. The thing for me is like, it's I don't know. I think it's the yellow, man. It's the yellow that ruins it for me. And so yeah. Evening, McDodge face.
Evening, man. I'm glad to be back, man. Glad to be back. NFL is finally over, so I am back. I'm trying to think what other colour would go well with that Red Bull. Obviously, they're all white. I do like the all white, but I don't know.
The yellow would work, but more not in the area it's in.
Yeah,
I think second there, 118.2.
The only problem is, it's like the area it's where it is on the blue car, isn't it? That's the problem.
But it just doesn't quite work with the yellow and red. I mean, red and yellow, it stands out. But if the yellow was more of like just an accent piece rather than there, I mean, I know that's their logo, so there's nothing they can really do about it.
Yeah,
the yellow kind of ruins it. To be fair, it would probably look better if it was a yellow bull and a red bit. Evening, James.
Then it'll be a yellow ball, not Red Bull.
Yeah, so who cares?
What colour would you have instead of the white then to make that look better? Obviously, there's too many blues in F1. I think we can agree on that.
Well, yeah. My favourite of their liveries has been their camo that they did for testing. Do you remember that black and blue camo?
Yeah.
That was
nice.
that was probably the nicest livery they've ever done. I would.
I've rated this higher than the actual blue livery they normally use.
I think it's better. I don't know. It's hard. It's tough because they use quite a nice blue. It's like a matte blue in it. I think.
But it's too much blue. That's my problem with this season. There's too much blue.
Yeah, there is too much blue. Like for right now, I mean, I would probably. Would I leave it white? Do you know what I do like? I don't know.
I'm trying to think of. Pink would look good.
I'm trying to think of their actual drink cans. Maybe I do like a.
Oh, what about chrome?
Yeah, so I like either like a silver or a chrome.
Or a chrome and a light blue.
Like, yeah.
Actual can.
You know, like the Red Bull Light that you get that light ball and the silver. Like that would probably be kind of cool.
Oh, as Chubb goes a 117.8, goes top of the leaderboard.
Oh, Chubb bringing the heat today.
Who else has got on board? Who else has come out? The other Red Bulls.
Carl's on board with Carl right now.
El Stefano's expecting rain, put on intermediate tyres. Which is actually a very clever thing to do, you know, because Booker Bronco has gone out somehow. So all he's got to do is get a lap on the board.
He's doing alright, coming through turn 7 and 8 right now. It's quick turn 9, which is actually a pain in the arse this corner. On the right, long run down to turn
this is the other change, isn't it, on the real...
Yeah.
Oh, they have they changed it? No, they haven't.
No, they haven't changed it.
No, it goes straight on, doesn't it? It goes straight on.
Yeah. So here we go.
See, this is the part track I don't like 12. At all. And I'd rather just go to the old format where they follow that line there. I don't think there's chicanes needed.
Nah, it's just to slow down the lap, I guess. But it's... So here we go now. Through turn 16, going to come across the line, and Carl is going to do a 120.6. So lifting him up to 11th. Very close to Sojo in 3 sync. I mean, it wasn't even the cleanest lap there from Carl, so I think there's a bit more time for Carl to be found. When did Carl get the call
from Helmet Marko?
Carl's just dressing up as Perez. He's gone in there pretending to be Mexican.
What was Carl meant to be in?
It came in with some desperados and a massive hat. They let him in the car.
What was Carl meant to be in?
I actually can't remember. Is he AlphaTauri?
I think he might be AlphaTauri actually.
He's like that.
Normal Red Bull is better than the white Red Bull. I don't know. Pink Red Bull. Do you know what? I can see Mrs. Cole's view on that. Pink Red Bull would be pretty nice.
I think a pink car. I mean, right? I didn't. It has to be done right.
You didn't like the racing point, but now you miss it.
It's not that I miss it, because it has to, like, if it's something like pink, it has to be done well, and the racing point just looked crap the way it was done. You know, it wasn't done nicely. I know a lot, like the sponsors have a thing to do with it, and like, but if you could make a pink car, it looked probably quite smart. So, James said, flex on my esports helmet, 381st in the world. I will have a look at that helmet when you're going around, then, James. Congrats on the 381st in the world.
It's actually quite an achievement, to be honest.
That's good. The last time I was top 500 in the world was like the first time they brought it out around Canada.
Oh, I was going to say this. Yeah. The only time I've ever been like in the top anything was when we were playing FIFA. And it was top 4 in the world.
Well, yeah, but I mean, on Formula 1 it was literally like when it first came out, that first game, and we used to do Canada all the time. I got top 500 then, and since then, it's just been a downhill battle.
Yeah, you peaked. Mate.
Nah, I ain't peaked. I just don't play the game anywhere near. I used to play the game 24. Yeah, this game is actually shocking. I literally hate it.
So basically, he's meant to be the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, it's fine. He's allowed to. He can race once. Johnny Stokes coming around the final turn now. What's he going to do? It's going to be a 1:17.4. So not quite as quick with Dutch Face. Has got the handle on his teammate Johnny Stokes at this stage of qualifying.
About time that Dutch Face come in and sort of make Johnny Stokes
McDutch Face has been doing really well. He's had accidents in the race which have cost him. Or
but
he's
there's no
like
Scotty today then?
Nah, Scotty wasn't feeling too good.
Yeah.
So we wait. Oh, here he comes. Speedy finally comes out the pits.
Carl's invalidated again.
I was talking to Joe about like how he was just like a one lap wonder, and I've told him he's going to go deep at turn 10, which is after the DRS straight, and he's going to blow his chance of qualifying. We'll see. I'll jump on board for him for a lap when he comes around. Is there anyone else? So Johnny's just finished his lap. 3-6. Invalidated Cole.
Yeah, they're all done.
Yeah, they're going round. So
if you had an F1 car, Alex, you're a team owner or team designer, what colours would you want your car to be?
So I'd probably either go purple or
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen the blue that I use.
It's midnight blue.
Nah, not the dark blue, like a really light blue, but kind of
the ultra blue.
Sort of, yeah, sort of like something like that. But then it would also, if I was doing the blue, it would be like probably blue with some white. Maybe if I was doing a purple, it would be purple and black. Neon green, I'd also probably use. Probably either with black or some white. Like I'd try and make it quite bright, or it would stand out. It wouldn't look like anything else on the grid.
Yeah. See, at the moment, look at this particular grid. I'd want to bring back the yellow.
Yeah.
Sort of yellow,
something like that.
Yellow and light blue, like an homage to the old Canon. Was it Williams back then? The Canon Williams.
Yeah. The blue and yellow thing.
Yeah. Like an homage to that, or like even like the old Renault. The yellow and blue Renault.
Yeah. I'd also see. I have so many colour schemes to go for. I have like purple, I have the blue, I have the green, and orange as well. Orange, black, and white. I like that. That goes quite well together. Right, just on board now with Speedy on the run down to turn 7 and turn 8. See what he's got. Keeps it steady through 7 on the run up to 8 now on to 9. Long right hander. Does he let off? He does indeed. Down to 7th off the throttle. Down the DRS straight. Is he gonna sack it? Let's have a little look. See. He's gone deep at 10. I told him. I told you, Joe. I told you.
He didn't even. He nailed that.
No, he didn't nail it. The apex. What?
He's
gone on holiday, mate. He's almost lost it through there. Coming to turn 13 now.
Deep into
he didn't go deep. Joe can't go deep.
Fluorescent yellow would be cool. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, fluorescent yellow would look sick. So he comes down through turn 16. What's Joe going to put on? What time is it going to be? It's definitely going to be quicker than El Stefano's. 1:19.2. So the potential for Joe there. I mean, he messed up that turn 10, and then he messed up like turn 13 as well. Well, turn 12, sorry.
Yeah, back to the colour scheme. Like, I'm disappointed with the what do you call it? The green for the Aston Martin, because the British Racing green.
Yeah, it's an Aston Martin green though. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's not British Racing green, which is what I kind of.
I wish it was a little bit of a lighter tone green. Still like metallic-y, but not that dark. Would have been
Yeah,
nice.
like it's got to be a tiny bit, same sort of aspect, but yeah, like I said, a tiny bit lighter on the thing, just to make it stand out a little bit. Not like bright green, like neon green, but like, you know, at least a little bit darker.
Or maybe
green.
more metallic-y, so like silver flakes in it or something. So something just a bit, something a bit
different. But yeah, what else was I going to... I just want another cut. Oh yeah, like, I do like, obviously on this game, we did, what was it? Was it this one? We had the Super League with TTFL?
Yeah. That wasn't this game, was it? Last game, wasn't it?
No, but it was this game. No, the last game.
Oh,
yeah,
Chums Invalidated coming through 8.
So yeah, so we used the livery we had was the TTFL colours, which was like a beigey brown, with like a light beige and like the red.
Sorry, 3-6
which I did like
on turn 1. Yeah, there's so many different colours you could go for, man. Like if I was doing a team, I would probably make like a complete unique colour, like a colour that's like almost not been made before. It'd be unique for my team, and that would be the colour scheme. And I'd also try and change my colours every like few seasons or something. I'd be so bad, I'd be like, I'm bored of this now, and change it.
But the thing is, it also depends on that as well. Sponsorship, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Chubb goes third. Still says third.
Yeah, he didn't. He invalidated, so he.
Yeah,
he's just going to go again.
Yeah, see that it's just a bit too. It's
not shiny enough. I mean, obviously, some of that is just
to
the game being shocking. Oh, he's gone really wide here. That was quite a wide turn 3 for him there. Can he redeem himself for the rest of the laps? Turn 4, getting up to the curb quite nicely. Down into turn 5, goes a little bit deep. Just not quite getting back in for the apex. Doesn't go too wide though. Gets it together. Here we now coming down to turn 7 and turn 8. Doesn't even touch the curve on turn 7 and invalidates on turn 8 again.
Does on 8 though.
Yeah, that's what happened last time. Exact same thing. He's come round. Oh, it's so easy to spin there as well. He's lucky. He's lucky.
Random question.
Just stay in the game.
What car manufacturer would you like to see in F1? That could be one that's been in before, one that's never been in at all.
I'd like to see Begay.
Begay.
It's just different. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Audi was one of my ones.
Audi would be cool.
Like,
Audi would be cool.
Audi would be nice.
Or I'll tell you what, Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg.
Yeah, Koenigsegg.
Can you imagine that car? That was so undrivable.
Yeah, I know, but just as like a different brand, crazy. You know? Like,
because we've had Ford, haven't we? Ford's been in here, Honda's been in here, BMW's been in here, Jag's been in here.
Can I say I am sick of BMWs? They are the most common car to see now, right? And everyone thinks they're absolute top dog driving one. And if anyone in the chat's driving one, I'm sorry, but this is my opinion on this. Every motherfucker has got a BMW now. They're like when I used to see BMWs, I used to be like, oh, that's such a nice car. And now I look at them, I'm thinking, it's just basic bitch stuff. You see like 3 in a row. I just don't like them anymore.
I would like to see Porsche as well, but I just thought.
I don't know if I'd want Porsche, to be fair.
Just another like German, what's the name? Car to come in.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. Volvo.
Yeah, mate, it'd be reliable. Never break down.
It'd be fucking reliable.
They'd finish every race.
Yeah, but the only car to be involved in a 10-car pile-up and come away with all fucking wheels on
that's it. He'd win the race. Mrs. Carr doesn't have a BMW. See, good lass.
Moylan does though.
Of course he does.
So unfortunately, we're saying goodbye to Brooke and Bronco.
Moylan. You basic bitch. Yeah, so here we go.
Do you know who I'd love to see actually doing this, right? Like an F1. I said they'll never do it, but Mitsubishi and Subaru. Could you imagine those two coming into F1 like separate teams?
Yeah, they're
like,
too
could you? I can picture this. I could picture the Subaru, for example, like the blue, that lovely blue color with the gold rims. Mitsubishi have like blood reds with like a white spoiler or a white wing. It'd look insane.
One thing I want to see again. I want to see the gold rims back, but I want to see it on the Ferrari. I want to go back to that red, the slightly brighter red.
Yeah.
And I want those gold rims back. Especially like with the newer, bigger rims for 2022. Could you imagine? Just the sexiness of that. I still that Ferrari will always feel like be in my memory, just for the looks of it. The gold rims, like, it just look beautiful. In Formula One, man.
Yeah, see, for me, the one that's always going to be in my memory is the Canon Williams. Just looks insane. Just a nice color combo of like white, yellow, and blue, and the red number. The only bit of red was the red number.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I still like the Brawn, man. It's just so basic, like
Brawn.
just a nice white with like
That was
the
nice,
fluorescent
actually.
yellow.
White
That
and
was so
light,
nice.
was it bright green, wasn't it?
Bright yellowy green, that neon colour was
Yeah,
so beautiful.
neon green. That was lovely, that car. There's so many teams I would like to see come back. Like, they never would, but like Tyrrell and Brabham and, you know, like, some of the proper OG teams.
Brabham would
like,
never come back, would
Mitsubishi, not
Like
Mitsubishi, Maserati.
Maserati. Yeah.
Maserati to come back in. I said another car manufacturer, but I like the Garage Easters as well. Like, you know, the like the Coopers, the random guy that would just come in, build a team up himself.
Yeah, I don't think that would ever happen again either.
Nah, there's too much money in F1.
Oh my gosh, Speedy's out early. Look at this.
And also, shockingly, James Howell has been beaten out by 3 cars.
I know. He must have been sleeping or something. So we're going to go on board with Erez as he's the first out. I'm trying to think what else I would.
Are you getting bored of the black now? Of the
I tell you what,
Mercedes?
I was watching some clips like from the silver Mercedes, and I was like, oh, I kind of miss it. This is the thing.
know
Is like,
what?
I get so bored of colours. Like this is like if
Yeah.
I think when
But this
they
isn't
had the
black
silver.
either. It's
No,
like
they've got like
gunmetal grey.
yeah, but I mean it looks quite smart. But like, do you know what I wish they would just I don't know. I want them to bring back that white one that they had, that special one.
Yeah.
But that was
I was
smart.
about to say that.
but
Because I was
I
watching
can go-
Drive to Survive, and it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that
yeah.
weekend. I was like, nah,
Yes,
it
yeah.
looks fucking sick
But-
in white.
Yeah, but like the white breaking into the silver, or I'd want the
Yeah.
white breaking into like a gunmetal grey. But I can tell you now, if they racing that for a season, and then I saw
You
clips
get
of the
bored.
black or the silver one, I'd be like, oh, I miss it. This is why
Yeah.
I could never. If I was a team, we'd have a new colour each season, man. 100%.
Well, I think that's the fun of it. You know, it's like I think you would. I think you would not. Maybe not like a complete different colour, but you know, a different design at least, like complete different. But this is like very similar to what they've done previously.
Again, it's down to sponsors in it. Ineos has
Yeah.
that little thing, and Mercedes have the badge. Like it's.
But I like the red
really
bit on this. Do like the red bit.
I
But I would
like
the idea
this
if they
car.
go.
Like it looks smart
Yeah.
as anything. I just
You
get
just
so
get bored of
bored. Yeah, man. I just get bored.
I
That's why I
like the idea if they
different
went
colours.
white into the silver into the black, maybe like fade it through.
Yeah.
that would
was
look
it.
quite smart.
Do you know what I want back as well? I want the McLaren livery that they had. What race was it? Where they had like the GT40 style.
Oh, that was nice.
Fucking
Like
that,
the like
oh.
lime, like white and the light blue.
When they had like the orange and the
Was it
This
the
season.
inverted one?
yeah.
Where
It was
it
kind of
was like
different.
like a really light faded blue, and then like a bit of the orange stripe kind of thing.
Yeah.
yeah. That was nice.
That.
I like to see a
Moreland-
variation. Oh, the Vodafone.
Yeah, to be fair,
McLaren.
that's a
That
beautiful
was
car.
nice.
Yeah, that was a really nice
That
car.
was nice.
That chrome was so nice, man.
It was.
Erez now coming through the final sector, coming through turn 14 and 15. On
But
his
then again, I
rundown.
said I like the orange when it come into it because like, you're like, it's different. So
Yeah.
like, I do like the orange. It's
181
nice to have
for
an
us.
orange car, and McLaren is orange.
Who's next? Oh, we've got a few coming around.
El Stefano is
Oh,
119.
3Sync is into the gravel. That's turn 3. So he's obviously gone really wide there. El Stefano 119.6 on the medium tyres.
Dojo goes really wide as well through the last chicane, so this won't be a
Yeah.
decent time from him.
No, he's already.
I missed the. As well with the Haas, I do miss the black and gold Haas.
Yes, the Rich
It
Energy
reminded
one.
me.
That was nice.
Yeah, it reminded me of the GPS car. Lotus
yeah.
GPS
Oh, yeah.
special.
That was really nice. I actually also missed the black and yellow Renault. I like black and yellow. Just goes black with anything. Kind of just works, to be fair. But
The black and yellow, the one that was mostly black or the one that was mostly yellow?
both, to be fair.
So I like the mostly yellow one.
I like them both, man. Like
Yeah.
yellow's just a cool colour for a car. It's just something different
is.
as well, man. Like, I mean, I like the look of this Alfa Romeo, but again, it's
Yeah,
something
Alfa Romeo
again,
looks
I could
nice.
get bored with. On board is speeding out. Is he going to mess up turn 10 again? Let's have a look. He's cut 7. Turn 9 very nicely. On the run down now to turn 10. It does go deep again, and he's off the track.
Yeah, that's what I mean by going
I've
deep.
put it in his head. I put it in his head.
This is nice red on this car, I've got to admit. Oh, he's gone wide again.
And he's turn 12.
This has got to be a
was
bit
not
of a lap,
happy for
surely.
him.
He must go into the pits now.
Yeah, I mean, he done a bit of a banker with a 127, but I think he's just going to have to bin that off now. His tyres are. He's going
He's going round
again. He's going again. You think? Oh, he's going to beat his
Let's go
127.
round
He's going to be a
again.
119.9. So I mean, considering
Wow,
how bad that
he
lap
would have gone
was,
so much faster.
considering how bad that, I mean, the lap looked decent until turn 10.
Yeah, he could have gone so much faster there.
Yeah, much quicker. So we've got Rob out here now. Let's jump on. Oh, he's invalidated.
What livery
Yeah,
from the
Moylan,
current
definitely.
season would you bin, like right now?
Would I bin?
Yeah.
Haas.
I don't mind the Haas. I think
It's
I
not the
don't
worst
mind
one they've
them.
had, but it's not
Nah.
better than any of the others. It's the worst one probably. They're
Nah,
good.
nah. For me, it's the Alpine.
I don't mind the
think it's
Alpine
just-
one.
I think it's Alpine. I think it's just boring, man.
I
It's
don't
just-
mind it.
It's just it's just the blue for me. It's just too much blue.
Yeah, I can't. It's just a bit different. But Renault's been like, like a different colour like throughout most of it. So for them to change it up is kind of nice. I read a little snippet earlier on actually about Rich Energy may possibly be coming back to Formula One. I can't remember what team it was with. There was like a concept of a 2022 car with Rich Energy. It could have been complete bollocks, but I was just reading through everything and they said it's a possibility. But then they couldn't even pay Haas when they were in Formula One last time. So I don't think anyone's going to be want to taking them on.
Yeah.
So
There was a bit of a shambles then.
yeah, and the owners are completely hillbilly, so.
Yeah.
Very ideal. So we've got a few people. So we've got Erez that went around on the softs. James done the mediums. Hudso, Joe, McDutchface both on the softs. Chubb just went 118.3 in the mediums there. Decent lap from Chubb. So we're gonna have El Stefano on the mediums as well. Speedy on the softs. He's finally coming back into the pits after running out of fuel.
Moylan
There
said,
we go, Avi, medium
the Rich Energy-
117.9.
That's nice. Moylan to the Rich Energy reminded him of the Kimi era Lotus.
Yeah, it did. It was
Which,
very
yeah, because
similar.
that was a throwback to the GPS, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a beautiful car. That was a lovely Lotus. Actually,
There's not many silver cars.
if when Kimi came
Oh,
back
but-
with that Lotus, right? If Kimi had a better car, he would have won the championship, I think. Like genuinely, Kimi was on fucking point. When they got his car set up for him, he was incredible in that Lotus.
But that Lotus was nice when it was even like the green, the actual brakes racing green and the yellow as well. That looked really nice.
Yeah.
All Johnny Stokes starting his lap now is on the medium tyres. Then these other tyres will be started on.
James Al,
James
117.9
Al.
on the mediums.
Mediums.
Getting a few laps under his belt though on the mediums. I would have thought they would have maybe wanted to keep them as kind of fresh as possible, but it's only 3 laps difference, not too bad. So Rob now on the mediums 119.7, so it's his top 10 shootout now. So Johnny Stokes on the rundown now. Here we go. Coming down into turn 5. Go this little quick turn 6. They say how does he navigate 7 and 8. Lots of curb in there. Nicely done. Back end doesn't step out. Coming through this long ass turn 9. Backed off the throttle down to 6th.
Yeah,
DRS
don't blame him
wide
for that
open.
one.
Yeah,
There used to be a flat corner.
Yeah. Doesn't even shift up to 8th coming through here. Doesn't do what Speedy does and actually makes the apex. Well done, mate. And here we go now.
Another tricky corner
11,
here. Again,
turn
gone a bit wide there on that
12.
apex, but you can take that
Yeah,
two ways.
it's kind of a normal one and it's like double apex almost. Oh, that's a bit of a bad turn 13 actually. A bit too much speed carried into there. 314 and 15.
Takes that
Very
perfectly. though,
easy
look at
to
that.
very easy to validate on the outside there. Through turn 16 and he'll come across the line and he's going to do a 1:17.4 on those medium tyres. Lovely time from Johnny Stokes there. Real nice.
There's definitely something more in that lap as well.
Yeah, possibly. It was quite a smart lap, but I reckon he could definitely got a slightly lower 1:17.
Yeah, very good lap. Very good lap.
Cut off for top 10. So Carl's just crept in to the top 10 with a 1:19.8 on the mediums.
I
We've got
think it needs to be
Speedy.
in the higher, in the
Speedy's
low
obviously.
119s.
Yeah, I mean, Speedy's time was obviously slow, but he messed up his
Well,
lap.
Lewis Williams jumps into 7th on a
There you go,
119.5. He was 3 sinks on this.
Yeah, Lulu prefers wet weather.
Yeah, he
Like I
does.
said before, he prefers it wet on soft tyres.
Who's he got? Al Jadifa's on his lap now. Oh, he's invalidated, unfortunately. Racing apparently is 22 seconds up. First time was 1:55. So went really wrong there, and he's caught too much curb and invalidated it there. It's a very difficult corner that because you do need to take some curb, but you can't take that much.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't take the piss.
I mean, these sausage curbs are just absolute brutes through there. So he's going to have to go again. Needs to get a lap in, so does Neles actually. Oh, Neles almost losing it coming out of turn 3 now. Turn 2, coming around this long ass turn 3. Navigates quite nicely, but was put off.
Oh, Lewis has spun.
But he's got his lap in, so I think Lewis might be safe on that 119. It's going to be close. The people on the 119.5s actually might want to be a bit worried.
Yeah, but I think you need to be close to the 118s if possible.
Yeah, you need to be on a really, like a 119.1 or 2 maybe. We'll have to wait and see. I think one of the 119.5s is going to get through. I just don't know which one. I mean, 3Sync can definitely go quicker. Speedy can. I mean, to be fair, everyone on it can. McDutchface can. Like, it's going to be pretty close. Hudson.
Hey, shocking news, Alex. Speedy just made the Apex on turn 10.
What? Nah.
Yeah, completely made it. Perfect turn.
I'll jump on board with Speedy now because this could be... Oh, he's fucked up turn 30.
It's your fault. I swear it's you, mate. It's you. It's your fault.
It's just the pressure I put on him. I put the pressure on him too much.
Oh, he's got to be careful now because there's a car.
Oh, Lulu couldn't even make it to the pits. This is going to be a 1:18.8, right. So enough for getting 6th on the medium.
That should be safe. He should be safe there.
That's safe.
Nels Big is a 1:19.5. There's a big gap there between 6th and 7th.
There is.
There's a big gap.
Slot into there. But Dutchface now is out. He's actually invalidated though, so he's going to have to go around again.
Let's have a look with 3Sync. 3Sync's I think the next one to come along, or is it Al Jadifa? Al Jadifa's on a slow one. 3Sync will be the next one to set a decent time. Al Jadifa's coming to the pits. 3Sync.
But Dutchface has got this and next lap invalidation by the looks of things, according to the old track map. Does he have enough fuel? Because he can't come in again, and he's on the cusp of going out.
Oh, 3Sync at 1:18.7.
Nice. So 3Sync there, obviously getting the time in, which pushes Mook's Dutchface down. Does he have enough fuel for this? He's got 3 minutes. Can't come in. He's just going to have to go around and try and get another lap in because this one's invalidated as well. This could be squeaky bum time for McDutchface. We got Carl out as well.
Once you've crossed that line, you can't change it now to lean.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a really strange effect. Even though you're not on the lap, it should really allow you to change it, but it doesn't.
I feel like most people on the mediums have put a bit of extra fuel in, so we'll have to keep an eye on that for McDutchface. His fuel light's not flashing yet. So, I mean, the thing is, it's so close as well. Like, we're only talking, like, Carl needs to find, like, 0.3 of a second, and it'll put him up to 8th. Like, you know what I mean? So, very, very close.
But yeah, but it's literally the gap between Speedy and Nels B, though. That's a big chunk of seconds there.
We're kind of looking at the last 3 spots, 8th, 9th, and 10th. We are looking for in terms of who's going to take those spots. Neles isn't safe on those mediums. Sojo's not safe on those softs. Lulu's not safe on them softs. I think Lulu might be getting ready to come out because he's got a fresh set of softs on. McDutchface now is actually on the lap. Let's see what McDutchface can do now on the run down to turn 1. Here we come now on this long turn 3. I feel like he might take this one. So he's 6/10 down. That's not good. Oh, just keeps it on the track there through that turn 4, very deep into turn 5. Still enough time. He's got pace in him. He can definitely still do this. What's he got now? Coming through turn 7 and turn 8. Curve there, nicely navigated through this long turn 9. Oh, he's gone a bit wide, but he holds it. You can do this. You can do this. So he backed out. He was 1.5 seconds down still. Does he have enough fuel? Do you have enough fuel, McDutchface? Yeah, this is his next lap is going to be his last chance to do. Speedy's confident that his 1:18.8 is going to be enough. But McDutchface now cooling down his tyres a little bit to get ready for his next lap. Here he comes. Starting it, this will be McDutchface's final chance to get through into the top 10 shootout. Lulu's out on his outlap on softs. Robson Racer's out on softs. Carl is out on softs. Al Jadifa is actually... Carl is actually coming around the final corner now. What's he going to set? Is it going to be enough? Is he going to beat his current 1:19.8? He does a 1:19.3 to lift him into the top 10 at 9th position here. So that's even more pressure.
Down.
Yeah, McDutchface now in 12th, so this put even more pressure on him. Let's check it. Coming around turn 4. I looked like he was down on his time there. I'd kind of missed that sector.
Yeah,
it looked like he was down.
He's half a second down.
Oh, see, this is unfortunate for McDutchface. He definitely has more pace in it than that. Maybe, I don't know if it's his setup or is it the tyres just not right? Not taking enough risk. Let's check the next sector time. That's going to be coming up right at the end of this little straight here. DRS still wide open. Have a little look. Oh yeah, 6/10 of a second
boy,
down.
Stefano now is going to cross the line. Let's see if he can get to the top 10. He was up. 1:18.6 goes into 7th.
7th position here, and Lewis has
and
retired
also
from the session.
Lewis retired.
No,
Yeah, he's out the race.
Lulu. Oh, where's he?
Dutch face
That's
now. I
unfortunate
don't
here.
think he's going to do it, you know. I think he's too far off.
I think this is going to be not enough. 117, 118. Oh, he
Oh,
does
he
118.5. So his final sector then was shocking. That's what cost him on his first lap, I assume. So with Dutch face up to 6th position on a 118.5, and now we're looking at 10th position is Speedy, who quit. Speedy, who quit out thinking the 118.8 is enough. Is it? I mean,
Robson race. I
Rob,
think he's
yeah,
slightly
no, he's
down this time.
He is down, and Al
Yeah,
is
he's
coming to
in.
pit. So
I think he's safe. I think he's safe. Just about.
Oh, Speed. That was a. I mean, he's probably looking at the times coming down and going, "Oh crap!" He probably thought he was really safe because he was like almost a second in front.
Well, there's still a huge gap between 10th and 11th. And 11th, like, you know, there's still what 5
Still,
tenths
yeah,
there?
it's still half a second between Carl and Speedy,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's still risky because there's still people that could have gone quicker. Really, I mean, Neles is probably regretting doing his lap time on the mediums because when he was up there, it was fine. But I mean, at least Carl now gets free rein of tyre.
Yeah, but I bet Dutch face needs a new change of trousers.
That's it.
That was very close to Dutch face not being in this. But there we go.
I think he was lucky that he had such a bad final sector on his lap.
Yeah, literally was saved. That must have saved him so much time. 'Cause I couldn't see it. Looking at the gap, it was still half a second down.
he was pretty much 7 tenths down coming into the final sector. So he's gained 1.7 seconds in that final sector to put himself up. So here we have it. Your top 10 shootout goes down to Johnny Stokes, James Al, Avi, Erez, Chubb, McDutchface, Hudsojo, El Stefano, 3Sync and Speedy. People that have dropped out this session are Carl, Neles, Lulu, Rob and Al Jadifa. So
Yeah, looking at the top 10 as well.
we've
So
got Rob
Erez,
Hudsojo,
Hudsojo, El Stefano, all be on the soft tyres. Everyone else on the mediums.
for the start of the race. Rob said he just couldn't hook it up today. It's unlucky, Rob, man. It's unlucky. It happens.
Spain's a very difficult track. It was a very technical track.
Spain's just like there's lots of tracks like it, but with Spain, if you go, you can do so much time just by like missing one apex of a corner because it links in with so many other corners.
Yeah, exactly.
So you mess up one corner,
It's the
it's like messing up. Like you mess up the first corner of USA, then you're out of position for like the whole rest of the flowing track.
All
same
like,
like Japan.
all like the second of Japan. I'm about to say that.
Yeah. Like it's a similar sort of thing, which is it's unfortunate, but it does happen. But the race is still to be done, and that is where you can make up for everything. Hobo, how do you get game audio on PS5 to work?
How do you mean?
Because James has his stream up, but he doesn't have any game audio as he doesn't know how to on PS5 yet.
Okay, so on his own audio.
Yeah, through his stream.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're in some sort of party, James. Like, you know, so if you are, go on to press the middle button. Click the party you're in. You go to the little 3 dots. You go settings of there, and basically just make sure that your shared voice is on, and then your game chat audio is I think it's going to be off. But I think it should be there somewhere where you do it. If that don't work, then it might be because that's what it might be actually on your broadcast settings itself. So you might have to press the share button, go to broadcast, go to the 3 dots again.
He's currently on his outlap, so I don't think he's going to be doing it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you're telling him, and I just looked, he was on his outlap, so I was thinking, no, he's probably not going to be doing much of that. So I'm on board with Erez
I think
currently.
it happened to me. I can't remember how.
I remember you saying
fixed
something.
It.
Yeah, I do remember you saying something like you weren't having game audio coming through your stream or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how I fixed it because it was like a silly problem I had to fix. I'm just gonna flick through and have a look, see if I can find it.
You try and do that for James, so when he's in the pits, he can have a quick tinkle. And then here we go, Erez now.
How I did it. Just reminded myself how I fixed it.
On the run down to turn 1 now. That's nicely navigated by Erez through turn 2. And now this long turn 3 comes in quite tight. Lets it drift out wide, but that's a nice little line there. Kisses the curb on the outside. Beautiful by Erez. Here we come now. Down into turn 5. Really wide, but comes in just slightly misses the apex. Not going to lose too much time, but a little bit possibly. Through turn 6 now into turn 7. How's he going to take this? Plenty of curb there, but rear end stays relatively settled. On to turn 9. How's he take this? In 6th, backs off the throttle very nicely. Let's get everything up actually. Well, that's not going. We want tyre, so everyone's going to be in the soft side. Let's not even bother with that. So it's long turn 12. Short shifts up to 4th. Into turn 13 now, down into 3rd. Short shifts up into 4th. Hit turns 14 and 15 here in 2nd. That's nicely done. Lowest turn 16 now on the run down to the line, and what's Erez going to set as a first benchmark? It's a 1:17.7, so decent lap time from Erez. Wasn't the perfect lap, but it was good. But we know it can be beaten, and it has just been by Johnny Stokes on a 1:17.298. Who's the next to come across the line? It's going to be James Allen. What's he going to do on a soft tyre? It's going to be a 1:17.220, so provisional pole there for James. Nice lap in the Alpine. Who's next across the line? I think it's Avi. Oh, Avi's in the pits, so it's going to be McDutch Faces in the pits. Chubb's in the pits. What is going on here? So, alright, then it's going to be 3Sync then coming across the line. Oh, no, okay. He's starting his lap. Okay, let's go on board now with 3Sync.
Wait, his problem is that he can't hear that's himself, or he can't hear the game?
I think he can't hear the game.
I was the opposite. I couldn't hear myself. But I could hear the game.
Well, from how I read his message, got stream up but no game audio, as don't know how to do it yet on PS5. So I'm assuming he's got himself, but he doesn't have the game audio.
Yeah, see, I didn't have that problem. I had the opposite. I couldn't hear myself, and I had the game audio.
Oh, okay. Then.
Maybe
I
check
don't
the
know. Validate.
microphone levels, maybe.
It's definitely somewhere in sound, but I mean, it depends if you want to play around with it now or wait till after.
Yeah. Not entirely sure on that one, to be honest, James. But yeah, have a look. First of all, I would say look in the party settings. Make sure that the party one is the one you're looking at, in settings and stuff. Make sure your voice is shared and that kind of stuff. But my problem, I think, was the opposite. I think my one was I could hear. The game could hear me. Sorry, the game couldn't hear me. Wasn't picking up my voice for some reason.
Rob wants our top 5 prediction.
In quali.
Well, yeah, obviously.
So Johnny Stokes, Dutch Face, Chubb, James Owl. The fifth one's going to be a difficult one now because obviously we haven't got our usual faces like Scotty.
I am going to go with... I'm going to go with James, Johnny, Chubb, Dutch Face, and Avi. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Speedy.
Speedy, yeah, he could do it. I'm going to go on board with Avi now. Avi is like the smoothest driver you'll ever see in your life. I love being on board with Avi. It's just like, it's like watching someone float. Oh, I don't know, it just looks so smooth. Even like his steering movements. He never looks like he's fighting anything. No, it's like poetry in motion, man. We'll cut in a little bit tight here onto the way to turn 4. Gets back out to the outside of the track here. Long turn 4. A little bit back-endy.
So I think I want to throw 3Sync in that mix. I think 3Sync is on for
3Sync's he does well. He's quick. But I mean, the thing is, it's so close, it can be hard to predict.
Yeah. I think the top 4 was the same anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just slightly different order, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a lovely
I wasn't the one in order. I was just reading out names.
Well, that's just wrong, isn't it? Avi here now coming through turn 10. Let's see what he's got in the bag. Turn 11 and 12 here. Down into 3rd, short shift up into 4th. On the run down to turn 13. Just down into 4th here. What's he going to go down for this little turn? 14 and 15. 2nd. Short shift into third. Doesn't invalidate on the exit there. Round turn 16, and the lap time is going to be a 1:17.0. Go on, Avi.
Wow.
Always does insane in quali. Avi's quick. Just watching him though, man. His car is just smooth as anything.
1 second,
But
1:69
Dutch
from Dutch
Face
Face.
comes out here. 1:69 from McDutch Face.
Wow.
That's a lovely lap time. So it proves there is more time to be found. What a cracking time for McDutch Face. Did I? Wait, hang on a minute. Did I put McDutch Face? I did put him on my top 5, right?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just checking. Yeah, just checking. So Johnny now. So we got Chubb. What's Chubb's? What's he gonna do? He's just come
Chubb's
round.
at 1:17.3.
Yeah, 1:17.3. Okay.
I think he's going to run out of the RS on this lap though. He's already on 30%.
He has enough time to come in and go again.
Oh yeah.
Just.
Yeah. Just about though.
Yeah, just. Speedy's still in the pits. Speedy will pretty well. He will leave it now. Hud Sojo's on his out lap. El Stefano's just coming out of the pit.
Oh,
We've got
big
Erez
snap
coming out
from
as
Chubb.
well.
Big snap there
that's
from Chubb. He's going to come around turn 8.
Yeah.
So that's going to be his.
Well, this is kind of an in lap anyway, isn't it? So.
Yeah, it needs to be a good in lap.
So where's Johnny? Johnny's actually starting his lap here. Let's go broadcast view for this lap with Johnny, and let's see what he can do. Can he pip his teammate to the provisional pole spot? Coming down on the run now, down to turn 1. I want to get us a nice little helicopter shot or something. That'd be beautiful. Through turns 1 and 2 now, on the run down to turn 4. Oh, purple first sector, if that's correct. Here he comes now, turn 5.
Yeah, he is slightly up on his time.
Yeah, this is looking quite nice from Johnny. Everyone's looks so steady through 7 and 8. It's quick, but it looks steady, but that just means that's good. It's good.
Yeah.
See now, DRS wide open on the run down now to turn
Again,
10.
not changed into 8th.
He's only, yeah, maybe he just doesn't feel the need for it. He needs to have a really good final sector here. I think this is probably what cost him last time. Pretty sure I remember him having a bit of an iffy last sector, so he was a 10th. He was a 10th up. Can he find extra time through this final sector here? Nicely manoeuvred, round turn 16, on the run down to the line now. Is he going to get provisional pole with this lap time? It is a 1:17.0. So close. Does improve by
McLaren
almost 3/10 of us. Yeah, by 3/10 of a second. But Dutch Face and Johnny showing people how it's done now. And now we've got everyone coming out of the pits to get in their last lap. This is going to be a busy final lap here. Avi is going out again. He wants that top spot back. Avi can do it. I want to say on board with Avi just because of the way he bloody drives it, but we're going to switch to Erez. Erez is slightly up. 100th of a second up so far. Oh, he's invalidated. Irrelevant. Speedy's out for his one shot. Well, 2 shot wonder.
Got another chance.
Yeah, Erez does. Sojo's out as well. Let's see what he's going to do. He's coming around the final corner. What's it going to be? He's on a 1:19.4. It's going to be a 1:18.7. So nice improvement from Sojo there.
Yeah,
Nice improvement, almost a second worth of improvement. Yeah.
Definitely go again.
Almost got in front of old Speedy, and El Stefano now is, well, 27 seconds up on his time apparently, because obviously he had done a 1:48. So, let's see what El Stefano can do. Coming through the final corner. He's going to cross the line, and it's a 1:18.8 there. So, close, almost pips Sojo, but it keeps him in 10th. And unless he could go again right now, which obviously he can, that could be it, but still done fantastic to get in top 10 if that's where he ends up staying. So Erez is still going around.
Again as well. Johnny's going to get one more go.
He wants that extra like 500ths of a second there. So Erez, James out lap. What's Erez? So Erez is coming into turn 4 now.
Avi set a 1:17.0 as well, by the way. Oh, and he spun. He's out. He's out. Avi's out.
Oh, Avi.
Oh, be careful. Who I think that's
yeah, be careful.
Face.
Turn
be careful.
3. Careful in turn 3.
He sees it. He makes adjustments.
That's gonna ruin his
Chubb
time.
as well. Be careful on the as you go wide here. Come back in. Well done.
That is gonna kill people's time through there. You really have to kind of push it through there. So we might not see.
Sticks coming through there.
Johnny
the car
could,
is still there.
Face
It's
might
now
struggle.
gone. It's now clear. It's now clear.
So qualifying has finished now. Everyone's getting in their final lap times. Let's go on board with James. Let's check out. Oh, wrong button. Let's check out his helmet.
Does he get a special helmet?
He's got his special helmet. Yeah, apparently you get a special helmet for it. It's looking quite alright.
He's going to get a nice drag off FreeSync as well here.
He will. Not the best place to get it, but if he can keep it through the DRS, it'll be really good. Jump aboard now, coming through turn 7, down into 6th. On the run down now to turn 10. Let's check the sector time. Oh, he's down.
Touch face. Can he go faster? Can he improve? 1:16.6.
Oh,
that is incredible.
I thought his lap time was going to be ruined. And here we go. Johnny has backed out. Johnny's backed out. So cracking lap time there. And James Howe was down. Let's see what his last sector was like. He could still improve. Is he going to be enough? He's coming through now.
Nice
he's
going
to get that drag there. FreeSync's almost lost it, and it's a 1:17.2, and he doesn't quite improve. 8 thousandths of a second down on his time. So, I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure.
Speedy in 10th place.
Yeah, Speedy invalidated. He always leaves it to the last minute. The Hud Sojo did improve, got himself to a 1:18.1, got himself up to 8th position. FreeSync's invalidated. Everyone else is finished. Avi's out. So there we go. There we have it. So the top 5s were pretty much spot on, just in a slightly different order.
Yeah, I didn't have Avi. I said I had FreeSync up.
Oh yeah, true. I'm pretty sure I went for Avi, but I think I had Avi.
Yeah, you went for Avi.
Yeah.
FreeSync I think could have done it, but I think I think made a couple of mistakes that kind of let him down there.
Avi's always solid in qualifying. He always does at least one solid lap in Q3, and it always puts him up there. But cracking time for McDutchface. I think he's got someone else driving for him.
And that's a McLaren lockout.
Now I know why Moylan's not racing. He's round McDutchface's house. He's gone all the way to the Netherlands just to race. No, I'm joking. McDutchface getting in a cracking time.
Yeah. Yeah, great. It'll be good. That'd be good for them too as well. That'd be good teamwork through this one. Obviously, it depends on how they play this. I'm not sure if they're in the same party together, but yeah, because obviously, ideally, you'd want Johnny Stokes to be the one that's leading because he's technically leading championship. As far as I was aware.
The thing is, his main rival is Moylan, who's not here. So exactly. Johnny could take the 18 points. You say if it finishes how it is, he could take the 18 points. And I think
ideally, you want to take max points, surely.
Well, ideally, but my Dutch face won't give a shit, will he? If you want to win a race, don't you? So here we have the top 10. McDutchface on pole, cracking lap 1:16.674. And 3 attempts back on that, we have Johnny Stokes in second. 3rd place, Avi. 4th place, James. 5th place, Chubb. 6th place, Erez. 7th place, FreeSync. 8th place, Hud Sojo. 9th place, El Stefano. And 10th place, Speedy.
Very good laps. Very good times on these guys. Very competitive. Very competitive. The top 6 separated by just about a second.
Well, yeah, that's it, yeah. James said he got stuck behind the Red Bull. Yeah, we did see that. We kind of thought maybe you'd get a bit of a better slipstream and you gain a bit of time, but it cost you more in the corners than it gained you.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. And I think what made it worse as well, adding to the injury, I think FreeSync ended up invalidating it on the last corner anyway. So it wasn't as if he was on a lap.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's very big shame. Big shame. But you never know what could happen in this.
Speedy said should have done a better lap. Yes, Speedy, you should have. I don't know how to play it nicely to you, my friend. He's unlucky though, mate. But you still got the race, starting in 10th, so...
Yeah, it's 10th place is a good place to start.
Your racecraft's better than your qualifying pace anyway, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely one of the top contenders in the TTFL. So should we translate that over? Obviously, we know with Moylan joining the TTFL as well. Like it just shows you how his pace translates over.
Exactly.
There we go. There's your pitch strategy. If you're on a hot mediums, it'd be a 1-stop medium hard or medium soft medium.
I reckon. How many safety cars do you reckon?
At least 3. I'm gonna
say all 3.
I don't know actually. Spain. Did we have many safety cars when we did Spain?
Don't know. I'm gonna go with 2 safety cars.
Right, let's have a look at tyres. Who's on which tyre? And obviously, top 10. So, like, so from 1st to 5th, all on mediums. Erez on the softs, FreeSync on mediums, Hazojo and El Stefano both on softs, and then Speedy on mediums. From 11th down to 16th, everyone else has chosen the medium tyre. So there's only 3 cars, as El Stefano somehow goes really wide on the formation lap, and is now sitting at the back of the grid. But yeah, very, very similar tyre choices. Everyone's gone on mediums, other than like the 3 we've seen on the softs, to try and get into that top 10.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out though.
Yeah,
Hazojo, El Stefano, Erez.
Right, come on, Lewis, don't let me down.
That's it.
So Lewis sitting in 14.
Need some hammer time there, Lewis. Get in there, Lewis. That's what we want to be saying at the end of the race, mate.
I do like the fact it's Lewis in the Williams.
Yeah,
Lewis Williams.
Do you reckon every team that he goes for, he changes his surname?
He changed the gamer tag.
That's it. He changes his whole PlayStation tag just to fit in with whatever team he gets.
Okay, can you imagine being if you change
Lewis,
your actual name?
Yeah,
Lewis Racing Point.
That's it. Lewis Aston. Lewis Renault. No, Lewis Alpine. Lewis McLaren. Lewis Red Bull.
Lewis AlphaTauri.
It's a double barrel on that one. Lewis AlphaTauri. As they're all coming around the last corner to get back onto the grid.
Let's see.
Switch back up
make
here.
some swift overtakes in a minute. He's got to push a bit back through the grid, and he goes up here from 16th, 15th, 14th, 13th, 12th, 11th. What a move! I think most overtakes he's ever going to do.
Good luck to everyone. Let's hope for a cracking race as it normally is. Let's jump on board with second place. It hopefully might give me a better view, but we will see.
Here we go. 4 lights.
5 lights, and it's go, go, go. Looks like Johnny Stokes got away really well there, and he's going to put McDutchface under some pressure by the looks of things, but McDutchface has kind of got everything covered up. Actually, really good second phase of the start, and Johnny is just slotting in behind him here. So McDutchface leads the way. James Al's on the attack now, up into 3rd position. Avi's down to 5th, Chubb's up to 4th. Oh, look at this, it's Avi and Erez. 3Sync, they're almost side by side going through turn 3 on the run down to turn 4. Erez and 3Sync fighting it out, and I think Erez has managed to cover 3Sync. No, he's not. They're side by side.
Still there, he's still there. Oh, bit of a tail slapper though.
Oh, what's happened here? Now Stefano's out. Oh, he's into the wall there. And that's cost, and that looks like it caught.
Booker Bronco's gone with him as well.
Yeah,
VSC.
Booker with him. So
is Booker there? Is Booker? It looks like Booker's an AI.
Not sure.
That doesn't look like a human input.
I don't remember seeing him leave. So this virtual's actually really good from a Dutchface, to be fair. It kind of just stops the assault. Had a decent gap over his teammate Johnny Stokes as well. James will be happy he's up to 3rd. Chubb will be happy he's getting the place up to 4th. Avi's obviously lost out a little bit, but he's still there or thereabouts. He's got his teammate on softs behind him. That would maybe be the only issue. Hazojo obviously got 3 seconds
with Booker Bronco. I don't think he's there, you know. Some of the inputs are very strange from a human point of view.
I feel like the actual throttle and stuff input's it's too smooth to be like player controlled. Although no, he's there. There's no way. I know I ain't cutting that.
Yeah, I think he is right. Lewis is in the pits, unfortunately, so he must have caught up in that crash with El Stefano. And it is, yeah, it's a new wing for him as well. Back onto medium tyres. So the strategy for the soft runners was a soft medium or a soft hard. I'm not sure the hard. Oh, it's a big mistake there from FreeSync going wide off the restart, and that means he's dropped another place to Hazojo. Down in the 8th place now.
There we go. So Hazojo now chasing down Erez. Erez is chasing down his teammate Avi. The top 5 all on the mediums. You've got Erez and Hazojo, the only people left on softs after El Stefano has crashed out the race.
Oh, I think Hazojo was told to give that back.
Do you reckon? But
yeah, he's lost a lot of places there because of it. Because Speedy and LSB have just come flying past.
That's it. There's
nothing wrong with that. FreeSync went really wide around the corner. Unless the game told him to give it back, I can't see why he would.
I think the thing is you can't do anything wrong on this. Oh, Neles loses it coming through turn 12 there. No helmet on still. Nutter. So Neles losing the back end, but keeps it out of the wall. McDutchface and Johnny Stokes trading fastest laps of the race. 125.864 for Johnny Stokes. Let's see
And
what
DRS.
he can do. You've got DRS 7 tenths within his teammate. Now, the McLaren boys ideally should just work together. Work together, try and pull away, and then sort out your stuff later on. I mean, obviously that can go to shit when if a safety car comes out, but
Yeah, definitely.
both of them look like they've got some good pace, though. They're not dropping. James, he's still there, but I mean, you got these top four. Yeah, I mean, the top four. I mean, there's loads of quick people here. That's unlucky, El Stefano, man. What was that contact, or was that just losing the back end, or what happened?
Let us know. Answer the postcard.
That's it.
So, if you was in Erez situation right now, would you, Avi's situation, would you let Erez pass? He's on soft tyres. He can make some ground.
It's hard because 3 Sync's still quite close, so you'd have to be pretty careful in how you did it. I think if he was going past him down the straight, I would just kind of let him through and then follow him and just use a slipstream and DRS. If he's close enough to get that move done, sort of thing. If he's this far, I mean, Erez is out of the second gap now.
Oh no! Another yellow flag. That's
Sector
Brooker Bronco
2,
again.
yeah, Brooker Bronco. Not enjoying those medium tyres, but I think it's Chubb on a 120.4. New fastest lap of the race. And McDutchface has got Johnny going down the straight. It looked like McDutchface actually kind of, well, he was kind of defending the inside, but I think he knew Johnny had the run on him, so wasn't very very hard fought there by McDutchface. But let's hope McDutchface now.
Getting past Al Jadifa.
I'll tell you what, James is actually closing quite a bit. James Al is now under. McDutchface is now under attack by James Al, and then obviously James has got Chubb for company as well. So this top four is so close.
Very, very close to top four. They're kind of dropping Avi quite a lot.
Avi's 1.9, but it's still fine. It's still manageable. There's nothing wrong with losing. I mean, as long as he doesn't drop out too much. The only downside is obviously he's got his teammate, and could his teammate go quicker? If he thinks his teammate could go quicker, and he could catch up with the back of them, then maybe let him go and try and attack them, and slow him down a little bit. 3 Sync's dropped back another 2 seconds off of Erez, so it's kind of safe to let Erez go if you wanted to. But the pace looks pretty similar between Erez and Avi. That's the only problem.
Yeah, it does.
But McDutchface now going to be coming around the last corner.
Oh, Zojo gets a bit tail happy there.
DRS is going to be open. Is McDutchface now going to go for the overtake on his teammate Johnny? DRS is open. I don't think he's going to be close enough. He is gaining. He is gaining. He's going up the inside now. McDutchface on Johnny Stokes.
It's exactly what James wants right now. Look at this. Look at the ground he's making on Johnny Stokes now.
This is the problem though. I feel like...
There we go, down the inside. This is going to be a fantastic move
Johnny
from
Stokes
James.
goes quite wide there. And yeah, James does get the job done and slots in just behind McDutchface. So nicely done from James. Unlucky from Johnny. I think they're kind of trying to work together because, again, Johnny didn't really defend much. But because Johnny didn't have any DRS, it just proves how strong it is, like, on Formula 1 and on this game in general. It's so strong. El Stefano braked a little earlier than Hudsojo, who had to go on his inside. He turned in, I spun, and hit into people. The third contact killed my tyre. That's unlucky, El Stefano.
Brooker Bronco ahead. He's not having a good time at all. He spun again.
So coming through turn 12.
And also as well, Hudsojo struggling on those softs. He's been overtaken by Nels B.
Yeah.
Has he got damage not aware of?
It's possible because he was doing alright and then he started dropping down again. Another Booker, so that's Booker Bronco. Is he round again? He is round, but he looks like he's off the track and out of the way. He is. Nicely done by Booker there. So McDutchface has got a nice little exit actually through turn 16.
What is Brooker Bronco doing there?
Oh, and Chubb now is on the inside of Johnny Stokes. Johnny Stokes losing out another position on this lap. That is first to fourth in a lap. Wow. Lap and a bit.
Yeah, a lap.
So, yeah, pretty much bang on a lap. So, what's that again? Is that Booker coming into the pits? Did he have some damage? Can't always see. You can't tell if they got damage properly if you're on standard damage. It's only on
Erez,
no, he did retire.
Yeah, Booker, he retired. Yeah, I think he really affected Erez's race there because Erez was 3 tenths behind his teammate, and suddenly as he's going around the last chicane, all he could see is the Haas come out of nowhere, and it kind of obviously shocked him a little bit because he kind of lost ground on Avi massively. Yeah. Because you wouldn't expect the car to come from the wrong side of the track there. So now,
no, you wouldn't really. So that's Booker's car coming back out. On the plus side, Avi has now closed the gap a little bit to the top 4 since they've been fighting. McDutchface is 6 tenths in front of James. James is about 8 tenths in front of Chubb, and then Johnny Stokes is another 8 tenths back from Chubb as
Robson
well.
Race has flown by Hazoja. Again, Hazoja's struggling. I'm not too sure why he's struggling.
He could have some wing damage. Obviously,
it could be damage.
You can't really always see it.
Yellow flags again. I think again that's just Hazojo's car.
Oh, Carl's round. Carl is
There
round
he
on
is.
turn 12. Ended up in the gravel. That's unlucky for Carl. Pretty
Not
fresh
too
set of
bad, though.
mediums. No, it wasn't. It's cost him some time, obviously, but it wasn't too bad. He kept it out of the wall. That's the main thing. So Johnny, Chubb, James. James only two tenths behind with Dutch Face now. Is James looking to get a move done? See what he can do.
Hazojo has made a place up past Robson Race. He's got that place back. But the penalty though.
So Johnny, I feel like, I mean, he's not been, but when you just kind of look at like I kind of feel like Dutch Face, James and Chubb could start edging away from Johnny Stokes, just a smidge.
They're very.
It's a complete DRS chain. I think Johnny is just a little bit slower than the others through like sector 2, and then it comes into like sector 3, and then like Johnny kind of gets a bit of time back. I think that's all that is. He looks further away at some points, and then it's like, oh, actually, he's closed up again. So
Yeah.
James is very, very close to McDutch Face this time. I thought James got a little bit back-endy there. So this could be the overtake for the lead. James, DRS wide open.
First fends the inside line, but it's
He
not
does
going to matter
indeed.
much, to be honest.
No, it's just so strong round here. So Chubb's
But
defended
look
from
how
Johnny.
much ERS James had to use up to do the overtake. He's
Yeah,
now
but
on
Dutch
empty.
Face is actually doing alright in terms of. I mean, Johnny's actually got the most. Johnny's just sitting there chilling for now. Avi's 2.8 behind, so Avi has again dropped off. He's still got his teammate Erez for company, but these two Mercedes just kind of going around chilling. They're pretty comfortable now in 5th and 6th. Erez is obviously going to have to pit earlier. Oh, what's happening?
Neles
Neles
has come in, but he
has crashed through turn 2.
That's a safety car off. That's a perfect time for Hazojo. He
Oh.
just pitted.
That is perfect for Hazojo. So he's going to come out. Again, he's going to be underneath the Delta though, which isn't going to help him out too much. But so, what do the medium runners do? Do they take an early pit stop? Do they stay out, try and extend?
See, the thing is, they've still got to go quite a chunk of time now. I think it is a free pit stop. It's just not worth it going onto the hards at this stage of the race, I don't think.
Yeah.
They could put on another fresh set of mediums and then do a soft run at the end.
They could
anyway.
They could
They
go for
might
another
as well
set of
do it.
mediums.
They can do that.
So James is staying
Oh,
out.
hang on, speaking of
McDutch
which-
Face is in. Chubb's in. Johnny Stokes is also coming in. So Johnny Stokes and McDutch Face, they're going to double stack.
Avi's come in as well. I think James might have made a mistake there by staying out.
Well, that's one thing we just have to wait. 3 sinks coming in.
They're going to hards. They're going to hards now.
Okay.
Apart from Johnny Stokes going on the mediums.
And Speedy.
Johnny Stokes, I
He's
think,
stayed
doing the
out.
strategy I suggested was going medium then soft.
I mean, I think it depends, right? Some people are maybe banking on there not being another safety car, which is possible. There might not be another one.
No, there might not be another one, but
No, I could see there being another one though as well. So Johnny Stokes, yeah, like you said, has gone on those mediums.
Johnny Stokes is going for the faster strategy, so he's going to be on the quicker medium tyres compared to the hards. He will have to pit again to put on potentially set a softs near the end of the race, but again, he's going to be very, very quick at the end.
Yeah, is he going to
Whereas
get stuck
these
behind
guys-
Avi? If he gets stuck behind Avi on those hards though, it's going to kill all the inroads that Johnny's going to want to be making.
The Carl's come in as well. He's put on the medium tyres. Bit of a change up. Lewis flies by on those, and Hazojo as well. But he's always done his first set. A couple of drivers stayed out. James out. Speedy chose to stay out as well.
Yeah. Again, it is quite early for the mediums. I
It's
think
not.
I
It's a
probably
very early
would
call
have.
for the mediums.
I probably would have
I've
gone
been
for
in
another
two
set of
minds.
mediums. I probably would have gone for another set of mediums.
And then gone to the softs at the
and then
end.
gone for a set of softs maybe. It's a risky
Yeah.
thing though. Like again, if there is another safety car and it's early on, I mean obviously you can stay out. But if you've gone for the hard, you're thinking, oh crap. You could have stayed out. And
Hards is a bold call. Hards is a bold call.
you got to trust them. I
mediums,
mean, some people actually
mediums
like
kind
the
of got a
hards.
chance. Mediums,
Yeah.
you've still got a chance of changing strategy if a late safety car comes out. Like, you've still got that option. Like, especially, I think if you was on the soft tires, I think you had to go on mediums. There was no question about it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
But,
if you're on soft,
yeah,
go to mediums. It's just...
But to stay out on the mediums or to pit for,
I mean, Erez went for
fresh
hards
mediums,
though. Erez was
it's
on
not a
softs
bad
and he went
call.
to hards. So, I think Erez should have gone mediums.
I do think so. Yeah, I think Johnny Stokes made the right call there, going with a fresh set of mediums.
Well,
He's going to be a lot faster than these guys.
yeah.
Like, because the guys ahead of him are either on old mediums or they're on fresh hards. It's not going to be easy for him. He's got Avi to deal with, but you know he should be on paper a lot faster than them anyway. And then all he's got to do, you know, just get cut through the pack as fast as you can, and then later on in the race you're going to have a fresh set of stops. While these guys are going to have old worn hards, you're going to be flying. But Johnny Stokes is dropping places. Somehow.
Yeah, what's up with this?
Somehow FreeSync has overtaken him.
Yeah. Johnny Stokes. What was that all about?
I think FreeSync has kind of somehow glitched past him.
Yeah, maybe he got... I think sometimes if you get too close to people, it can glitch out, can't it, and then think you're in front. So Johnny Stokes has actually lost a place underneath the safety car.
I've been pretty annoyed about Johnny Stokes. I've been expecting FreeSync to give that back.
Ideally, you want to just... Well, I mean, you should be sticking behind the person in front of you, not giving the game any possible reason to have any kind of bug. The safety car is in this lap. Look at this little Mexican wave going on down this straight. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
If I was FreeSync is trying to give it back now. But I don't know how it's going to work because...
It could penalise him though, this is the thing.
Yeah.
It could
penalise
Johnny.
FreeSync's just got to stick behind Avi and then just give it back as soon as you can, really.
Pretty much.
Because it's not fair for Johnny Stokes to kind of lose a place.
He could let him go into turn one pretty easily, safely.
So I think that's the option to do. Because it's not exactly...
Yeah, there's no point trying to give it back now because it won't work. Like,
you should have stayed behind, given up space.
Yeah, I know people always want to get close. Let's go up on board with James now and see when James is going to go. Right, turn 14, turn 15, and he's gone on the exit now.
Speedy gets a bit of snap though, so that's a great start from James.
Miss McDutchface, does he have the speed and does he have the grip coming off the exit there? Let's jump on board now as he's looking at the back end of Speedy. Doesn't look like he's got the speed just yet. It's getting the slipstream though, and James got a cracking start, 1.1 seconds in front of Speedy. McDutchface, let's hope those hards are up to temperature, my friend.
Isn't giving the place back to Johnny
Stokes. He has just now.
No, it wasn't really. That was the Johnny Stokes taking the place back rather than giving it back.
McDutchface right behind Speedy. Oh, Speedy runs deep into turn 4, and that has given the position to not only McDutchface but Chubb as well. Oh, and then also Rob.
Racer.
Go on, Rob. Rob's gobbling that up. Taking a page out of Lulu's book.
Yeah, not a big mistake there from Joe. He didn't seem comfortable after that restart. Made a mistake on the restart after he felt under pressure. Trying to make up the most of it.
That's it. Okay, Moylan, mate. Have a good evening.
Night, Moylan.
So, let's have a look down at the back. We've got Carl following Lulu round. And Lulu's quite close to the back of Hudsojo. All of these, I mean, Lulu on those 8-lap old mediums. So already done one pit. Maybe just thinking, right, doesn't want to pit again. Wants to just take these as far as he can. Al Jadifa.
Oh, yellow flags again, and I think
that was Carl. It was Carl.
Yeah, he's
losing it through turn 12. Yeah, that corner can be a pain. If you get out too wide, man, it's so easy just to drop the back end. Johnny Stokes right on the back of Avi. On these medium tyres, he's got almost like a double slipstream. Speedy's moved over to the right, and that gives Johnny even more of a slipstream. But we do know Speedy and Johnny are kind of friendly. But Avi's coming back at him, not giving up too easy, but the traction for the mediums. Yeah, the line and the traction there.
And I think Johnny's going to get Speedy as well.
He could do, maybe going into turn 4. Is he going to have the run? He's not going to have to do it here. Is Speedy going to run deep again?
He's gonna,
he
does.
Yeah,
he's going to run deep. That's a great look from Johnny.
That's it. Move. And is Speedy going to stick up the inside? He's not. He's going to think better of it and just kind of leave it there.
He did get a nice run out though.
Yeah, I think catch up with you both at the end of the week. Okay, Moylan, mate. Oh no! And Avi just had a bit of a back ender. End up clipping the side of FreeSync there as well. I want to hopefully that's no rim damage.
Well, lost the place.
Okay,
Erez gained the pace on him as well, so he lost the pace for his teammate.
I tell you what though, look how much the front like 5 have gapped. James Al's 1.3 in front of McDutchface. James, however, still does have to pit, so he needs to make the most of this. Because if unless there's another safety car,
Yeah, so does Johnny as well. Johnny needs to pit as
well,
well.
yeah, Johnny needs to pit again as well. So McDutchface and Chubb actually looking alright. Rob's 2 seconds back from Chubb, and is the car in between Johnny and Chubb. McDutchface
DRS now
1.4.
enabled.
Yeah, so McDutchface done a fastest lap of the race there.
Johnny Stokes on Rob Sim Racer for 4th place, and Johnny's going to
Up
fly
the
past him
inside.
very easily.
Yeah,
Fresh, I told you, fresh mediums are going to cut through the pack, and he's doing it exactly what he needs to do right now.
yeah, he needs to get a move on, get onto the back of
Yeah,
Chubb,
we
put
did
him under some pressure.
damage, Alex.
He did. Yeah, I
Got
did.
damage.
He did hit the side pod quite hard. It wasn't like a little tap. It was quite brutal. Enough to break enough to break an F1 wing, I should say.
No, Johnny's got a 2.2 second gap between him and Chubb. He's got to make these tyres work now and catch back up as quick as he can. But the speed he's got on these fresh mediums is very, very good.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
already got he's already 1.9 away now, so he's gained a lot already.
Yeah.
I think it's a mistake from Chubb. That's why.
Oh, it
Chubb
is.
has made a mistake.
He has, and now it's going to be DRS. Well, did he get into the detection zone
Yeah,
quick
he
enough?
did.
He does.
He got it.
Look at the speed difference here, and Chubb is just kind of covering it off. Is he going to have enough? Going to be late in the brakes? Who's it going to be? Round the outside for Johnny Stokes, with Chubb's there on the inside, but the outside and the traction for Johnny is going to see him take the third position. Oh no, Johnny's
lost it!
He got on the curb! Oh, that is one thing you do not want to be doing round here. That curb is an absolute killer.
No, look, he's got 5 to drop down the grid.
That's it. Is he gonna be in front of Hudsojo? Maybe just.
Yeah,
It keeps in front of Hudsojo there. So Johnny, obviously, with those two fighting, that inside curve is an absolute killer, and it just proved them. What's Johnny gonna do? Is he gonna keep going? He's coming in the pits. Alternate strategy. Let's see what he's gonna do. Set of hards maybe now.
He's got no choice now, really, has he?
No, he can't. He can't go softs.
Yeah, he has to. He didn't get damage.
Three Sinker's got speedy as well.
Just strat change.
Yeah, it's just he just literally spun on it, so he's going to hards now. He can't make any inroads on his mediums.
I would have stuck at it. There's no point in changing strategy now. You've already lost the grounds. Now you're gonna lose more.
I mean,
Like,
you either stay out.
You're gonna be faster later.
Yeah, you either stick out and obviously then end up coming in for a set of softs, for example, or you stay out, hope for a safety car, and hope maybe you could go to softs, or if not, you just go to hards anyway. The only downside with that is the other Johnny couldn't though.
No, I'm saying now we could.
Now he could. If there's a safety car, he can still go back to those mediums. Obviously, Dutchface is actually starting to catch James now. Oh, James makes a mistake through turn 13. Sorry, turn 12. McDutchface is right on the back of James. Those mediums must be hurting a little bit now. 13 laps old. You can get them to go about 18, 19, 20.
He's coming in.
And James is in the pits. I tell you what, I mean, Chubb's obviously made a bit of a mistake and stuff. That's not going to play overly well into James's hands, actually. I think it's about a 20-second time loss. So he's going to come out behind these guys. Chubb now goes through. Rob goes through. 3Sync goes through. Speedy goes through. Erez goes through. And he's coming out now. Is Hudsojo going to beat him? Hudsojo's going to beat him. Erez, Al Jadifa. And you got to remember, Al Jadifa hards. Erez hards. 3Sync hards. Like, I mean, obviously the Rob and the Speedy on the mediums, they're going to... Oh no, who's that spun? Was that Hudsojo? It was Hudsojo.
And he's now a Formula Ford.
No, he's got no front wing. Okay, well that's one car out of the way for James anyway. So that's helped James out a little bit. Avi on those mediums, going rapid 119.9. So he'll be one to watch. He'll be picking up some places. And Lulu here, up into 9th position from Lulu. Does have another pit stop to make, but doing well so far.
Oh, another spin.
Who's that?
3Sync's out.
3Sync. No.
He's on turn 8.
He has. Turn 7, 8. That's so easy to do.
That's a VSC. That could be a safety car as well.
It could turn. It could turn. If it turns, that's actually brutal for James. Well, no, it's good. It catches up and he's on a level playing field on fresher tyres. If it goes full safety car...
It'd help out Johnny, though.
It would help out Johnny
now,
massively.
I don't think it will.
It usually does it pretty instantly, to be fair. The thing is, he's off the track. This is the thing.
Yeah. It's not the race blood, is it?
No, it usually does it pretty instantly as well, so I think it's just going to be a standard virtual, which, I mean, is really good for McDutchface. A safety car kind of ruins McDutchface and Chubb, helps Rob Speedy.
Speedy's using this.
Yeah.
So Rob should have come in, I think. Rob should have used this.
I think he wants to go to about 20 and then go for a set of softs. Try and get 13 laps out of a fresh set of softs. That would be hard, but on lower fuel and a fresh set, possible, maybe.
So speed onto the hard tyres now. And DRS, or everything's now been enabled again.
So James actually had he's not gained loads from that, but had a bit of an easy run. He is now 4.9 back from Al Jadifa on the fresher tyres. Lulu is up to 7th, but still needs to go again in terms of the pits. Carl is in 8th, so Carl's doing well. Does have Speedy for company, and Johnny. I feel like Johnny's struggling.
Yeah, it does look like he is. But again, I still think he should stay on his strategy. He's gone onto the slower strat now. I mean, ideally now he needed to be trying to cut back through the pack. So if he's going to have to be pitted anyway. He would have to pit anyway. We know that. So you might as well stick to what you're doing. Stay on the medium tires, fresh mediums, make up some ground on these guys all on hards. And then if you're going to pit,
sorry, Johnny almost lost it again for turn 7.
I saw that there.
Oh.
Yeah, I do think doing a strategy, I could kind of see what he's trying to think, but personally, I think you're already on the fast strategy. Just stick to the mediums.
Rob's in the pits. That puts Errors up to 3rd. That's going to promote Al-Jadifa and James as well. This is what I'm saying
as well with Rob. Rob should have come in with that safety car.
I wonder if Lulu's waited to see if there's going to be a safety car. Just go on those mediums.
Watch where Speedy is now. Let's have a look at the gap. Rob was ahead of Speedy, and look at how much Speed's going to be ahead of Rob after this.
Rob's coming out now. Speedy's at full chat though.
Flying past him.
Yeah, so Speedy's flying past him. So still in 9th position. Johnny's not going to get him. So he's still in the points. Avi is actually catching up with with Johnny by the looks of things.
But there you go. But you see there, Rob's lost 3 seconds at least to Speedy there.
Yeah.
Speedy, the undercut and the under VSC as well. Definitely helps.
Well, yes, I mean, Speedy, the fact that he done it under the VSC actually gave him the place over Rob, really.
Yeah.
Just because he didn't lose anywhere near as much time. So the gap between McDutchface and Chubb is 7.8 seconds. Erez is another 4 and a bit behind Chubb. So it's kind of spaced out, really. The only close people are Speedy and Carl.
Hazojo spun again.
Hazojo spun, okay. So we've got
again.
Johnny right on the back of Rob now, coming through turn 9. And here we go. Johnny's going to be getting the DRS wide open. Is Rob going to defend him?
Look at the speed difference.
Rob, yeah, man. As soon as he pressed that button, man, it was like a bit of nos, wasn't it? So Rob not fighting it.
No,
I mean, it's kind of hard on the fresh hards. Like, it takes a while to get some temperature in them. So if you fight it too hard, it's so easy to spin. So it's probably clever from Rob. I mean, he's still in 10th. Does have Avi though. Avi is catching these guys up, you know.
Oh, Lewis is in the pits as well. Lulu's in the pits. But again, another car that could have benefited really from pinning on the VSC.
Yeah, he could, but I think he was just took it longer. He's going to get out in front of Hatsojo. So he's coming out now, but he's behind Avi, Rob, and Johnny.
It isn't hard.
Speedy is right up the back of Carl. Carl's in 6th, man. What a race from Carl so far. Yeah,
Carl's pushing.
Yeah, he is. I mean, this is the thing with this game, right? This game, it's so easy for people to spin and stuff. It's like, you just got to stay in it, and you're going to pick up some points. Carl going quite defensively before whipping out back to braking line, but then does run really wide here through turn 5. So
okay,
I think
still
no,
okay.
He's still fine.
It's just these medium tyres are really helping.
Yeah, I mean, Speedy's kind of careful as well, so Speedy won't do anything silly. Like, he'll go for the overtake if it's safe.
With Johnny Stokes, then you can see how with the old mediums here how quick they are. They manage to stay ahead of fresh shards.
So here we go, Avi now right on the back of Rob.
But again, puts his car perfectly in position.
Johnny's waiting here. Rob almost hit the back of Speedy. Sorry, Johnny almost hit the back of Speedy, or Rob almost hit the back of Johnny, and James Hour has got past Al-Jadifa. Easily done there, so James now up into 4th position. 7.5 seconds down the road is Erez though. That could be the tricky one. I mean, James Hour's tyres super fresh. Could come into play at the end of the race. There could also be something like a safety car could affect it. And Speedy now is going for the overtaking Carl. Carl's light is flickering. He has no battery left. And easy overtake for Speedy there. And Johnny doesn't manage to get through.
Oh, Jojo retired as well. Another retirement.
Oh, that will...
and a safety car. Full safety car.
Oh, that's
This could have just saved Johnny's
I tell you
race.
what, and McDutchface is actually coming round the final sector. So... Yes, it completely kills his lead.
For a free safety car.
I mean, he could go, if he's got a good set of mediums, he could go mediums. I don't know if you'd want to take softs 13 laps, to be fair. If it was a bit later.
Mediums
is perfect for. Let's see what McDutchface does. He's not going to want to stay on the
hards.
He is coming in. He's going to close the gap up. The annoying thing is he had like a savage gap over Chubb.
Yeah.
And like, this is going to absolutely nullify
10 seconds.
Yeah. And it brings James Howe right back into it, though. But again, James Howe now is going to have to pit.
Chubb's following as well.
So, yes, set of mediums here for McDutchface. Brand new mediums, might I add, for McDutchface. Chubb's coming in. I can see a few people staying out though.
See, this is the point I said. Look, if Johnny Stokes stayed on the strategy, he would have been okay right now. See, Johnny Stokes, if he stayed on these medium tyres, he could have went on to the. He could have been like he wouldn't need to the pit. But obviously now he can pit for fresh mediums, I suppose, put the mediums back on. But he's not. He's staying out, so this is the problem. He's going to gain a couple of places, but it's not going to be. He ain't going to be competitive. Actually, he didn't gain anything really. He's up in the 6th place. He didn't gain that much. Carl's put on the softs. Bold call.
Sorry about that. So, Carl's gone for a set of softs.
Yeah, it's a bold call.
That is quite bold. I mean, a few laps under the safety car. Don't put much wear through them. It's possible.
Yeah, like I said, I think this is Johnny's mistake. I think here, if he'd have stuck to his guns, stayed out in his strategy.
Oh, he's staying out now on his hards. He doesn't want to. He's not looking to lose anymore. I mean,
he's got no choice really.
Well, no. I mean, he's gone for 2 sets of mediums as well in this race, which maybe he doesn't have a new set.
Yeah, I think he'll be kicking himself today.
Deep there.
I mean, he can still come into the pits now, put on a set of mediums. He'll lose 1 place to what's his face, to Rob Sim Racer. He should come out ahead of Speedy.
He'd lose behind. He'd lose out to Avi as well.
Oh, Avi's behind as well. Okay, never mind. Yeah. He'd lose 2, but beyond fresh mediums.
Yeah, I mean Avi's on 6 lap old mediums, and there's still quite a way to go. I mean, it's still doable for Avi, but it could be a bit of a killer towards the end. So, Avi probably could have done with pitting, to be fair.
The only thing that Johnny Stokes can really hope for now is another safety car so he can put on softs.
Yeah, another safety car, bring everyone back together. Yeah, it's kind of would have been his only hope. It's lap 21 out of 33. It could be in at the end of this lap if Lulu gets around in time.
I said with this game, I said a lot of the safety cars don't come from contact with other drivers these days. It's come from a driver mistake.
That's legit. Well, it's not even. Yeah, I mean it's driver error technically, but it's spinning causing a crash because of the game's trash. Pretty much.
Yeah, basically spinning. Yeah, but you could be out on your own.
Yeah, 100%.
And spin, and then of course safety car. We saw it around Monza Friday for the Friday League. Me and you both set up safety cars.
Yep. Yeah, this game's just trash.
It is, yeah. Lewis has now caught up to the back of these guys, so safety cars should be in this lap.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh yeah, Carl, one to watch I think here. Fresh softs.
Well, yeah,
they're going to be struggling at the end,
have some pace, and if other people are kind of stuck behind other guys, then the traction he's going to have is going to be far superior.
Yeah, safety car in this lap. The thing is, he can't warm his tyres up like overly too much.
No, he literally just needs to stay pretty much straight and then just try and warm them up going through this final sector.
Staying pretty straight there.
Literally put no wear into them. They'll do. Well, what's he got? He's going to have about 12 laps to do, isn't he? Yeah, it's still. I mean, 12 laps on a lot of fuel load on softs isn't too bad. It's not ideal, but it's definitely possible.
Watching the board now on Zorba Chubb, watching when the Dutch pace goes. Chubb needs to basically make sure his tyres are warmed up and just stay straight now. Don't give Dutch face a reason to go.
Yeah, Dutch face is still, and he's gone now.
He's gone.
I don't. He's right on the grass. What is? Oh no! What an awful restart from it. Yeah. Chubb's right on the back of him now, and I think this is going to be easy pickings for Chubb. Although Dutch Face's car is quicker. Whoa!
Definite contact between the two there.
Yeah,
Areas could be
hanging up the inside, but then Chubb is on the inside now, and that's going to push McDutch Face really far out wide. They're still side by side here. What? Look at that!
And look at James Al come out of nowhere on Erez, coming up to third place.
So Erez is still on the inside though, so he's going to be fighting back. But no, James Al does get the job done round the outside there. And
could you imagine if these four crashed and then Johnny Stokes takes first?
Yeah, could you imagine? It's written in the stars. So McDutch Face One of the worst restarts I've ever seen in my life. Unfortunately, that's cost him.
We've seen worse.
I've seen worse, but this was one of them. I mean, I've seen someone spin out from the lead as well, but that one was definitely bad. And McDutchface now trying to come back at Chubb down here, but Chubb's got him covered, and McDutchface then switches to the inside, late on the brakes. Oh, that's going to force Chubb. Oh, they actually didn't force him too far wide, but James is waiting here.
Literally waiting for a mistake now.
Wait, look at this. Look at Johnny as well. Look at
that. Could be it. That could be the mistake he needs. Because look at this. He's going to go
he's
inside.
Up the inside of McDutchface, surely. Oh, they're still side by side now. McDutchface is going to have the inside, so that's going to probably stop that right there.
That mistake did help him. That mistake did help Dutchface there. They kind of gave James nowhere to go.
So Erez now with Johnny behind him. I think if they kind of sort themselves out, you could see Johnny maybe drop back a bit because he's on those hard tyres. These medium runners calm it down a little bit. They're going to end up pulling away. Al Jadifa would need to start pressuring Johnny Stokes as well. So Carl Frew picks up a little time penalty there. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's a big shame there. He's a lot of penalties there. It's racking up. But Johnny Stokes, you can see there, he hasn't got the pace on these hard tyres.
Yeah, it's all right now because they're all kind of fighting still. But like I said, as soon as it kind of branches out a little bit, I think we're going to see Johnny Stokes hurting the most at the moment. Yeah. Robson races up to 7th, Carl's in 9th, Speedy's in 10th.
They're all in line now, so this is where we're going to start seeing the gap.
Yeah.
And Carl is not making any ground up actually on those soft tyres than I thought he would.
I think the biggest issue right now is everyone stuck in the slipstream. So, I mean, even though he's got the better traction off the corner, coming down the straights, everyone's getting the same sort of thing. So, it's not going to be helping him.
Oh no, he's gone round! And Carl's gone round!
Oh,
he's hit that curb again!
Well, that puts him out to the back of the grid.
He hasn't learned.
It's just so savage, like you just touch the curb and it spins you around, man. You think, oh, you know, I might be able to take this. McDutchface there, fastest up of the race, 1:19.5. Trying to reel in Chubb to get his first place back that he's so bad.
Now DRS is enabled. Avi to make the move on Rob, up into 7th place.
But there we go, Rob decided not to fight. So Rob on those hard tyres still, so he's going to be struggling at this stage. He still could have the freshest set of tyres. I mean, Avi's on that 10-lap old mediums, man. He's going to have to go a long way, and he's... I mean, the only thing that would save Avi would be another safety car.
Hang on 1 second.
Oh, hang on a minute. Rob is... Yep, it was Rob. Has he got a bit of wing damage?
Yeah, he's got end plate missing.
Yeah, so that's actually going to be quite savage on this game, because usually when it's even yellow, you don't even see the damage. So, Rob there... got to be suffering, but can now... Though. Yeah, no safety car. Chuck on a set of softs, Rob, mate. Get them gone. Do what you can do. So there's Lewis following around Speedy. Avi Al Jadifa for Johnny Stokes. I mean, the gap now, Erez has fallen behind James, which means no DRS for Erez. Johnny Stokes is still staying pretty close to Erez as well, so those hards not doing too badly for Johnny. Found a bit of pace now. McDutchface 4 tenths behind Chubb right now. In fact, make that 3 and a bit. But DRS is going to be open for McDutchface. Does he have the straight line speed to get this overtake done on Chubb? He's reeling him in. Oh my days. Chubb goes
defensive.
But I don't even know if there's much he can do.
No, it's not. Look, he's already passed him.
McDutchface gets into the lead there, coming through turn 1. Nice overtake, simple and easy. The DRS is so strong here.
It is. Can James do anything here? He's made a lot of overtakes coming into this corner now, but I don't think he's close enough. All kind of match, other than Dutchface, who seems to manage his ERS a lot better. Chubb and James, it's very similar ERS.
Yeah, and Erez has been overtaken by Johnny, but Johnny has picked up a penalty. Well, still has a penalty from earlier.
There he does.
I don't even think he had... That must be quite new. I remember seeing that a couple of laps ago. Maybe I was
I'll be the race director and have a little look.
So Chubb still has the DRS for McDutchface, which is going to...
on lap 16, Alex. Oh, he's one more warning away for another penalty as well.
Okay, that could be a bit of a killer.
Oh, it wasn't when didn't he run a little bit wide and it kind of gave him a penalty?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I remember. Yes, that was, I remember.
So McDutchface 8 tenths of a second in front of Chubb. So Chubb's going to get the DRS, which is going to help him defend against James, if nothing else. He will catch up with McDutchface a little bit, but it's not going to be enough to go for an overtake. That is
Carl's gone round again, the same spot, Carl. Come on, man.
He
just go a bit wider,
corner.
mate. Just
He
go a
loves
bit
that
wider.
turn 12, doesn't he, old Carl?
That's all you got to do, Carl. Just don't try and just go a bit wider. That's it. A little bit wider.
So James has made a mistake because he's now 1.5 seconds behind Chubb,
He
and he was
has.
right behind him. So he messed
And
up.
he's now
1 and
into
2
the clutches of Johnny Stokes.
That's it, and Erez is following closely behind. I wonder what Erez is. I mean,
go on.
hang on a minute.
Well, I was going to say as well that Johnny has got a lot of ERS to use up compared to James. James is kind of like on the cusp of flashing, you know. He's on 14%.
Yeah, he will be. He'll start flashing down here. You get reduced effect from it as well. So that was Chubb. Well, it looked like Chubb went a bit deep then, but it didn't look actually too bad. After that, so Johnny there, 0.6 of a second behind James. James has dropped back a little bit more from Chubb. As soon as you're out of like the slipstream and DRS, you kind of get just swallowed up. To be honest, you really need to try and keep low. And that's how easy it is.
If he does start making inroads back, he's just going to bring Johnny with him. Johnny's now, right now, even now 8 temps behind. He's got DRS. He's going to go with him.
Yeah, well that's it. Johnny if he can keep in a DRS.
Again.
Yeah, James is not in a good point right now. After that little mistake has cost him being on the back of Chubb. Now he doesn't have DRS, doesn't have slipstream. Well, very mild slipstream, but it's not overly powerful. He's dropping back from the back of Chubb. Chubb is still obviously sticking with McDutchface. McDutchface looks like he's got plenty of pace. It's just the DRS and the slipstream is very strong here. But McDutchface might be able to pull. He might be able to break that 1 second. If he can break that 1 second, he's quite safe.
He don't really need to at the minute because, like I said, he manages his overtake so well. Like all he's got to do is just use the same, just match what Chubb's doing with the overtake.
Yeah, Chubb's getting close to being.
Look, here we go. He's broken seconds.
Yeah, but not just after the DRS line that happened. Chubb had a little bit of a moment though coming out of the exit of turn 9, so he didn't actually gain that much with the DRS, and I don't think he's going to get it down the main straight either.
Dutchface has got to push now.
Yeah.
Through these corners now, he needs to make sure because this is the game part where he's going to gain so much.
Erez is waiting as well. If anything happens between these two, Erez is going to be right on it. Let's see.
Yeah.
So Chubb
still got
did get DRS, so he managed to get within the second again for this straight. But
here we go. Johnny Stokes on James. It could be a simple overtake for him, and it is.
Is he going
slides past him?
He is indeed. Yeah. So nice overtake for Johnny. But the thing is, now it's roles reversed. James has the fresher tyres, the quicker tyres, and now has the slipstream and DRS, which he so drastically craves.
And now we can say overtake as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Does it help with the DRS now? He hasn't got
Johnny's quite low in DRS now. I mean, James is obviously lower, but I mean, McDutchface has got like a bag full of it in comparison to some of the others. Chubb's almost running on fumes. Johnny's okay. James needs to save a bit more. Erez has a bit more than James. Avi's quite low.
The planet situation as well. It just helps that James hasn't got to worry too much. You just got to stay with. Same as Erez, really. Just stay with. Right, there we go. At the moment, these are the only battles we've got on track at the moment. It's battle for first and second, and third, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah.
But everyone else is quite gapped at the minute. Speedy is slowly catching back with Al Jadifa. Now I'm in at DRS now.
Chubb now DRS wide open, 0.8 of a second back as he came onto the straight. How much he's going to gain? I don't think he's going to. I mean, he's gaining rapidly, but I don't think he's going to have enough to attack him. Not quite. You need to be about half a second behind. 4/10 to half a second, and you can make an overtake. Sort of done. And James Al and Johnny Stokes now battling it out.
That was very respectful from Johnny Stokes. He didn't have to give that up really because he had the base. He didn't have to give him he gave him a lot more room than James really earns.
Yeah.
There. He could have been a bit more aggressive with the defence and hold him off a little bit because it was kind of a Hail Mary throw from James, really.
Well, the thing is, James can't really mess about. I mean, he's now 3 seconds behind Chubb.
That's a mistake there from Johnny Stokes as well. Deep into turn 8.
He needs to get that back up. DRS should help him game through here. So close back up with this DRS. I mean, they can still see Chubb and McDutchface. That's the main thing. So it's not like they've completely dropped him. I feel like if Chubb drops out of the DRS zone, he's going to struggle to get back in it.
There you go. Joe is also right now on the back of Al Jadifa, seeing that Honda sign all over the place. Bit of a mistake there from Al-Jadifa. Goes a bit wide, but that kind of helps him a little bit on the exit there because he gets a bit more run out.
Okay, so lap 30. We're coming into the final 3-4 laps now. Johnny Stokes still just within that second of James out, which is exactly where he needs to be. Erez has actually been dropped a little bit and fallen back out of the DRS.
There you go. I told you, Johnny Stokes.
Yeah, and another penalty that kind of ruins it for Johnny.
And Speedy comes through on Al-Jadifa. Actually defends deep though.
Fighting it
Can
out.
he hold it off?
Now
Side by
Speedy's going to be
side.
inside here. And
Yeah,
Al-Jadifa went a little
backs
bit
out of
wide.
that.
Yeah, and Speedy does get
Oh,
the job done.
bit of a push though.
That's it. Al-Jadifa's actually looking to attack again round the outside. Round turn 4 here. This will be a ballsy move. If he can keep it hanging around the outside, he'll have the inside line now for turn 5. And Al-Jadifa takes the position back. Nicely done. Nice driving there from those two.
Good run out there. No, you can't do anything there. There's a good driving there. It was a bit of a bump.
Yeah, it's kind of like a wheel-to-wheel
Bit of
sort of thing,
rubbing's
wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't. Robbins racing, it wasn't anything too savage. So Johnny Stokes now out of that 1 second zone for DRS. 1.2 seconds of gap now. James is 3.3 behind Chubb and McDutchface, but again, he hasn't really been making any inroads. He's obviously been fighting with Johnny, and I feel like McDutchface and Chubb have just got him covered at this phase of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, so Johnny was kind of set ever since he went onto those hard tyres. He was never going to be fighting for a race win. Yeah. But, you know, to get to 4th from where he was, basically last in the grid, is a good comeback. As there we go, Speedy now, better attempts here on Al-Jadifa. Does fly past him a lot easier this time. Not much Al-Jadifa could do in this situation.
Yeah. Decent overtake again. I wonder if Al-Jadifa is going to try and put him under some more pressure. Nah, he's too far back this time, actually.
Nah, he's too far back this time,
Yes.
yeah. Speedy got him a lot later into the straight than the last lap, so he gave Al-Jadifa that space. This time, not needed. But Speedy's still got that penalty, though. Joe's still got a lot of that penalty to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, Rob and Carl both have penalties, and that'd be interesting to see. Obviously, they've both got penalties. They're split by just over 7 seconds. I think that's going to grow gap-wise a little bit, maybe.
Have a look what penalties Speedy is on at the moment. 6 seconds to penalties. Jesus, that's going to put him behind.
It's going to put him behind Lulu. Yeah.
He does need to push now. And he's still running wide. Like I've seen a few times where he's run a bit wide. James puts a penalty there.
3-second penalty, yeah, for James. So that's actually, I mean, Erez is a bit too far
the
back.
Pressure a little bit. This could be.
Chubb is
right. Very
Oh,
close.
that is so close. He's gone board with Chubb. What's the difference? I mean, ERS is a bit closer.
A lot closer than
it. Just shows how strong the DRS though. It's just how it's so strong. All Chubb needs to do this time is just stay close. Use the DRS zones to catch back up, and then next lap is where he wants to try and do it down that first straight. But McDutchface will know that he's going to want to try and go past on that straight.
Yeah, so he's just going to save and use up there.
Yeah, I mean they both need to save. Even it out a little bit. Unless McDutchface is just going to try and go on a bit of a charge. That wasn't the best turn 7 from Chubb actually. He actually lost quite a bit of time through there over McDutchface, but he's going to have the DRS now coming down on the way down to turn 10, which is going to reel him back in a little bit.
It's been a solid race from McDutchface as well. He's done everything right today. He's done fantastic.
If it stays like this, McDutchface is my driver of the day.
Oh, another mistake there from Chubb. He's a bit too happy.
Bit earlier there. He's got back under it, but is that going to grow again? DRS detection zone is coming up. I think he's going to be alright to get it.
I think he will be, yeah, but he's to be too far back. I think it's too far back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that was.
I think he missed it.
I think he missed it too. Yes, he did.
Missed it.
So that is actually, wow. I mean, I feel like he tried a little bit too hard coming through turns 14 and 15.
Yeah,
and it messed up a little bit. Yeah, so he tried to make up for it.
He made a mistake and tried to make up for it.
Yeah, and that's what's brought him out here. So Johnny
also as well,
James,
Speedy's done the exact same thing. He gapped Al-Jadifa just before the detection point, so he'll be safe as well.
Yeah.
But everyone's fairly gapped now, so it's just penalties that's going to change this race.
I mean, anything can still happen. Anyone could drop it at any moment here.
Yeah, it's very true.
I mean,
I'm looking at Avi on the 19-lap-old mediums. Like, he must be on ice right now.
I mean, he's only 1.2 seconds behind Erez. Like, this is the thing, that's mental. Like, he was further back, and he's starting to catch up his teammate on much older mediums. Like, mediums that'll be screaming at him.
Yeah, there's not much he can do at this stage, unless Erez makes a massive mistake. But they're coming round the final sector now.
Okay, no, safe.
Who's that?
Wasn't
The
anything
farm sector
important.
now on board with Dutch Face. Hasn't
There we
really put a
go.
foot wrong today.
No.
Been a
No.
fantastic day for him. He had a front row lockout from his teammate. They had a good old battle at the start. Wasn't always safe. He had Chubb and James always to deal with, but he has done an absolute stonker today.
Crosses
and
the
he
line
will
there.
take the checkered flag.
Yep.
Fantastic from Dutch Face. Chubb comes in second. James will hold third.
That's it.
Johnny, will he
there.
hold fourth though? I don't
Nah,
think he will.
he
The
ain't holding
penalties will
fourth.
take it.
I don't think he's going to hold fifth or sixth.
There we go.
There we
He
go.
doesn't hold sixth.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, Johnny drops down to sixth position. Erez fourth, fifth for Avi. Speedy in seventh, but he's going to drop down
He'll
below
drop down
Al
again.
Jadifa.
Oh, and Lewis made a mistake though, because look at the gap between Lewis.
The gap's massive. The gap
Lewis
wasn't
could have
that
got
big.
a place there, I think, but that
Yeah.
mistake's cost him.
That's unfortunate.
He's trying still, he's overtake, but no, he has not
Yeah.
gained enough.
Not enough. So driver of the day for me, McDutchface.
Gotta be Dutch Face.
I think it's
It's gotta be.
McDutchface. Didn't put a foot wrong the whole time. Managed it really well. When Chubb, messed up the restart, yes, but then kept it together. Retook Chubb for the lead. So there we have it. Your
His ERS management as well has just been
oh
on
yeah,
point
it was
as well.
fantastic. He had everything he needed to cover off then. So round 15, Rapid Pixel Racing, the winner, McDutchface. Great race, well done. Mrs. Carla's fallen asleep. You see what happens when you come back, Hobo? You bored her to death. You bored her to sleep.
I blame your pick for who you were following the race.
Yeah, that's it. He picked Nunu.
Yeah.
Oh crap. So, and
Carl,
then,
can you tell her her actual name? We can't keep calling her Mrs. Carl.
nah, Mrs. Carl is her
actual
name. That's her real name. That's
What,
literally
Mrs.?
on her birth. Yeah, no, just Miss Carl.
Miss Carl. I blame my driver. Yeah, you didn't learn lessons today, Carl, did you?
No,
He
your
kept
driving
making
was
the same
exciting,
mistake.
mate.
Yeah, it was. If you watch the Strictly Come Dancing, you definitely would get tens all round there. Some beautiful pirouettes.
Here we have the final lineup. McDutchface with the win. Chubb in second, third James Al, fourth Erez, fifth Avi, sixth Johnny Stokes, seventh Al Jadifa, eighth Speedy, ninth Lewis Williams, 10th Robson Racer, 11th Carl Frood, and then finishing up with the DNFs here, we've got Hud Sojo, 3Sync, Neles, Booker Bronco, and El Stefano. So unlucky for the people that didn't make it, but well done to the finishers, and yeah, well done to McDutchface, well done to Chubb, and well done to James for the podium there. To be fair, Erez did well, and Avi did well too. Not the best starts and stuff, but still came back for fifth. Unfortunate for Johnny Stokes. But
Yeah, it was. Johnny Stokes made a bit of a mistake there, but again, I think he made two mistakes. Obviously, the spin and then the change in his strategy. I think he would have done a lot better if he stayed on the faster strategy, because he could have made lasted those softs.
I guess it's hard to
I
constantly
reckon.
always know, innit? Sometimes you
Yeah.
take a gamble and see if the gamble pays off. But there we go. So that is the end of that race. That's round 15 at Spain. Let's have a look at butchers. Next race is the Canadian Grand Prix. Love it.
Oh, it's our favourite.
Let's hope it's not bugged anymore and people can actually race there. I remember we did it. It bugged out.
Oh yeah, it was so bugged.
Yeah. Let's hope that's. That was quite a couple months ago now. A couple months
It
ago,
was a
wasn't
long
so
while ago.
hopefully it'll be alright. Have they done? They still no. So the results still on up. So I can't even go through the driver's table or anything like that. But that was it. So what do you think of the race, Obo?
Yeah, it's a good race. For Spain, Spain's normally quite a dull one, but I enjoyed it today. It's a shame we didn't see Moylan's doing his little pirouettes as well, but Johnny Stokes really lost ground today. It just could have been his chance to make some decent points with Moylan's absence.
Well, he's not gained as much as he maybe thought, but again,
Nah.
he's still got points when someone's not scored any, which is always good. They weren't split by much. I think they were split by like 7 points or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not gained anywhere near as many as he would have wanted to, but he still gained some on him. It's 3 points at the end of the day. He's got to take it.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's done well.
Yeah.
But he could have done better. That's what I'm saying. Could have been better.
You're such a Debbie Downer, aren't you, Hobo?
Yeah, gotta be, man.
Absolute Debbie Downer. So, thank you everyone for watching. We will see you next week for Canada. Love that track. Actually looking forward to it. Let's hope it works. No bugs. Will be beautiful. Thank you for tuning in. I've been your host, DXT Nevo. And obviously my co-host, DXT Herbert.
Yep, thank you very much. Thank you for having us back again.
Well, it was lucky, mate. You almost didn't make it back, to be honest. I almost replaced you. Nah, just replaced you, mate. Right. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye. Oh, Canada!